It just transitioned onto the same fucking screen. Sorry. Hello. We're back. It's almost like it's my first time streaming or something. Hey. But hi. We're back, and we're playing Infra. We're finally back. I've been saying for a very long time that I wanted to do this. Because for those unaware, this was the first game I ever played on stream 5 years ago. And it was a really good first stream. I really enjoyed that. I mean, obviously a lot of people came, which was really nice. But it was intended to be a test stream. Like I wasn't planning to go for like more than half an hour or anything, just to test that OBS and streaming, worked and everything, and like do audio level stuff and see what that's like. But people showed up, so I was like, all right, fucking might as well keep going then. And it was really fun. And I think it was a really good pick for my first game to stream as well, because I was given advice when I was starting streaming, and that was start with something like play a game that you're familiar with. You don't have to, spend too much energy wrapping your head around it, and you can, focus on streaming and talking to chat and stuff. And it's definitely good for that, because this is one of my favorite games ever. It still remains one of my favorite games ever. Even, 5 years on from when I last played it. It still holds, because it is, I guess it's probably even more apparent now, if you know me, the games that I've played in this time and the things that I express my love for in those games. This is a game for me. This is a game that's so incredibly for me. If you're not aware, Infra is a game in the Source engine, which is points for me. Like, no matter what, that it is always points. There we go. I really wish I had better hand tracking. Oh well. I didn't have hand tracking back then. I didn't have a fucking model back then. I had a PNG. A shittily drawn PNG that I had done. And that was it. And hi, by the way, Tag and Gal and Assassin. Thank you for the handshake as well, Assassin. Kept meaning to see the VOD because of your praise for Infra, but this will be your first time streaming it to completion. That's right. Yeah, we're going to go through it completely. For real this time. Because what happened last time was, it was good. I still love the game, but let me give you a brief rundown of the game. That'll make explaining this easier. So, Source engine, you're kind of a structural inspector, an infrastructural inspector. I don't know what exactly the job title would be, but your job is to go out and look at these like public service places and, just see if there's anything wrong with it, safety-wise or structurally or functionally, and take pictures and, report back. That's it. The gameplay, it is by all accounts a walking simulator, but it's the best one. It's the absolute fucking best walking simulator ever made, no matter what. Because, you're going around, you're in the Source engine, and it's what I've always loved. Half-Life 2 was my first Source engine game. And that game has such an immaculate vibe of urban decay and isolation as you're traveling from place to place. And I fell in love with that from a very young age. That made me interested in those kinds of environments and the idea of urbexing, even though I've never done it. But it got me into that kind of headspace. It painted me for the rest of my life. And that's what this game is. It's exploring those kinds of desolate, lonely, and decaying environments, and actually engaging with them as part of the gameplay rather than them being set dressing. Because your job is to actually, the gameplay is taking pictures of things that are wrong. Sort of works out nicely. For these old VODs will have time. Metroid, Medieval, etc. Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. So what happened with the original playthrough is there are parts of the game where things will or will not happen based on decisions you've made. It's a pretty goddamn long game. So, because it was released in parts originally. It was like part 1, part 2, part 3. And it's been all out for years now. But there are choices and consequences within this game. And not in the fucking telltale sense. But in the sense of again, your job is to get from A to B, and you can take pictures, and you can fix some of the things that are broken along the way. But that is optional. You don't need to do that. And there are different endings depending on your performance and your choices. and some of which you won't even realize until it is far too late. And that's what happened to me. I looked into the specific area we were at, because we were in, it's kind of an underground bunker, and it's got a whole secret area that opens under certain conditions. And what I think it is like turning some generators on and getting a, you know, something about the power grid much before that point. And I did not succeed in that, and so I wasn't able to get in. And inside that area is one of the hardest hitting individual moments in the entire game, and it's one of those things, and we will certainly talk about this more, because one of those moments is very early in this game, and we're going to get to it today. But it's a very mundane game, outwardly, at least before the end, anyway. But it's largely a very mundane game, very grounded and very, you know, you have silly Easter eggs, but it feels real. It's very immersive. So, and you know, generally the worst you're dealing with is, you know, maybe some danger to your life because of crumbling infrastructure and, you know, government corruption, you know, corporation corruption, shit like that. That's like the highest stakes you deal with. And then sometimes you just find a dead body, and it hits that much harder because it feels that fucking real. Like, it's more impactful than that kind of thing would be in any other game. You know, compared to Half-Life 2, early in the game, you're crawling through sewers and shit, and you've got horrifically disturbing looking, like, charred corpses and shit like that. And it's easy to not even bat an eye at that because it's Half-Life 2. But this game feels completely different. Like a tour guide, like commentary for games you knew well, like developer commentary. So I'll definitely enjoy the old INFRA VODs after this. Oh, for sure. Yeah. It's part of the value of playing a game I know well. And I've definitely, I like doing this kind of thing. But I've definitely, and I enjoy doing it, but, you know, I've definitely leaned on playing games that I've not experienced. Because then, you know, I've got, like, fresh perspective, and I'm like, ooh, I can react to things, and that's, like, easy for streaming. But a game you're very familiar with works, too. Animal Well, I'm now wondering how well maintenance tasks and mechanics would fuse with a Metroidvania. I'd go in for that. I'd really go in for that. I'm thinking, like, you know, standard 2D Metroidvania with a big open map, like Animal Well, where you can choose, like, you're not locked into where you can go, like a Metroid. You know, you have a lot of it open to you early, as far as the main areas go. But maybe there's a lot more puzzle/problem solving with fixing machines, and then maybe, you know, instead of picking up the flames in each area, you're kind of solving individual parts of a much bigger puzzle to get a map-wide machine or something working. That'd be cool. I wonder if Rain World has stuff like that. Maybe. I've only played a little bit of Rain World, but I do wanna do that one on stream at some point. So for sure. But yeah, that's kind of the quick rundown with this game. Let's hop into it. I had the whole... Oh, do I have my saves? Oh my god, I have my saves. 5-year-old save. Holy shit. Do we want to look? Do we want to look real quick? I want to have a quick look at my save. This is going... you know, part of the reason I'm doing this is because it was my streaming anniversary this week of 5 years ago. Yeah, this area. I don't remember if I think I did, like, go ahead from the bit where I realized I fucked up, and then I was like, nah, I can't do it. Yeah, I am old now. It feels like I'm old. Having, you know, so much time has passed since this. But let's hop in. Chapter 1. We do it. You know, items that serve as keys because of their mechanics, lightning and bottle powering machinery. Yeah, that would be a cool upgrade. If you know, got a Metroidvania power that let you start turning things on.
You here all night?
Here we are. No doubt I'm going to give you a lot of trivia and say a lot of things that I said last time, but it was 5 years ago, so give me a break. But you can skip this opening cutscene, and in doing so, you just walk out of the meeting, and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I have a feeling
But we gotta watch it.
Long day ahead of us, so we better start early.
So which building did you accidentally demolish this time?
Oh, Mark. Such a goofy character with a goofy voice actor. I love Mark, our main character.
are in exceptionally bad shape, so we might as well be prepared for the worst. Also, the maintenance reports we received from the municipality council yesterday seemed incomplete. So either those reports have gone missing, or there never was any maintenance done to begin
Yeah,
with.
shit seems bad. We need to go check it out.
Exactly. So be extra careful out there. And I want everyone wearing their helmets today. That means you too, Mark. But enough chit-chat for now. Mark, why don't you go ahead and start the presentation?
Yeah. It's cool how, like, the main menu, like, flows directly into this cutscene.
All
Ah,
right.
there you go. I have to
A
click.
quick recap of the situation. As you all should know, following the corruption scandal last year and with the upcoming local council elections, there have been some changes in the maintenance
Another
services.
timeline.
of
This game was like Heavy
Stalberg
Rain.
region.
Another timeline. Heavy Rain
Decided
played more like Infra.
infrastructure,
Would be an
including
interesting
power
trade.
plants
It would mean
and
that
systems, will now be
David
in
Cage had made
place.
one good game in his life.
You need to hear all this again.
Well, not really. I just thought it would be a good idea to jog your memory a bit, you know?
For the benefit of the player, you know?
Like I said earlier, there were some missing details about the state of these buildings. That's why you'll be having a field day today, surveying these places. I'm sure we'll run into something that is in need
Yeah,
of urgent
we'll definitely run into one,
Those
maybe
bridges
one
across the
thing
Flyaway
that needs
River at the
fixing.
location, I expect to see some pretty nasty stuff.
I hope not. The city council doesn't have much money to spare.
Typical.
Anyway, next slide, please. So, as discussed earlier, you've all been assigned specific.
It's such a
locations
fleshed out
today.
world, too. Like the city of Stolberg and its surrounding area.
Right.
Carla and Amit.
Like,
you'll
we
get
will
to
be
visit
to so many
places.
places on this map.
The view from
Obviously,
the
we're
top
taking
is
our
supposed to
route,
be
but
pretty
it's gonna go
spectacular, so
awry.
The gig isn't without its benefits.
Naturally.
Looks like I get to visit the dam too.
That's right. You will take care of the Hammer Valley Dam and its surroundings. Oh, and there are a lot of tunnels there, so don't forget to bring your flashlight.
Sounds like a great way to spend a sunny day.
He's so goofy.
All right, final
Like,
slide.
the voice acting for Mark sounds like he did it in a bathroom or something, but I love it. It's charming.
Next slide.
Uh,
All right, that would be the gist of it. Mark, you can go
incredibly
ahead.
soulful
Take
game.
gear from upstairs, and you can leave when you're ready. I still have a few things to go over with Steve, Carla, and Amit.
All right, now it's time to search the entire building. There's like only a handful of like actually important things to find in this whole level, in this whole chapter, but it's so detailed. And that's something you'll see going forward with this game in general. They put so much effort. They put their whole pussy into this game, and there's so much of it. Like I've heard some say like this game is too long, and maybe so. It's really fucking long. It's a very long game, but it is chock full of detail and care. I can't not appreciate it, you know? They're in a restaurant named Stolberg, but it itself is fictional. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be Sweden. I think it's supposed to be Swedish anyway. But this is a Finnish game. It could be Finland. I don't know. Yet another again, it's everything I love. It's a Finnish game. It's in the Source engine. It's got like Urbex vibes. It's everything. Life after Stolberg Steel. How did Stolberg heal after the collapse of Stolberg Steel? I wonder if we'll learn anything about Stolberg Steel. Anyone who's seen the streams would know. We go there. Small Hill Bar. Yeah, look at all the details. This notice is useless. Don't read it. Is it just Lorem Ipsum? I see an Ipsum in there. Yeah, it's useless. This is also Lorem Ipsum. How the fuck you call it? But yeah, majority of these streams is going to be me looking around and being like, ooh. Might as well immerse the player if looking around is so crucial. Yeah, you need to be engaging with the environment. I mean, again, you can choose not to. You can not take pictures of anything. There are a lot of puzzles you can have, like, suboptimal solutions for. And that's another, like, determining your ending thing. Because a lot of puzzles are you going through a facility. And you're not there. You don't work there. You're just trying to leave. You're trying to get to where you're trying to go. And take your pictures. So you could be taking your pictures and solve the puzzle in a way that gets you out, but doesn't leave the place any better than you found it, or God forbid, worse than you found it. Or you could fix everything. It's up to you. You get to choose that. Osmo reminds me of a possible Finnish surname. Just ain't sure. It's definitely probably supposed to be a thing, because Finnish game. But yes, Osmo Olut is the premier beer brand in Stolberg. We'll be seeing plenty of that. While your fictional building reminds me fondly of Prey. For sure. For sure. Yeah, yeah. That it is that same kind of consideration for every aspect of a space, making it feel lived in. A place that is actually feels like it is used by real people, rather than being a game space designed explicitly for you, the player, to go through. Like, you'll see it as we go through this building. This is a place where people work. This is not a video game level. You have, little things like this where it's like, oh, you can't go this way, you've got to go find another route. But, that shit happens. And it gives you a reason to engage with the environment more. But it feels incredibly legit. The most legit game ever. That's what I'm saying anyway. Viewports 8. This game, yeah, speaking of Windows 8, this game's pretty old at this point. I mean, it's been 5 years since I last played it, and it was already fully released for a while before that. When was the full release, actually? Let me check. It was 2016! This game's 10 years old! It was January 2016, so it's a little bit late, but I guess it's my 5-year anniversary and the game's 10-year anniversary. Goddamn. VR without the goggles. Yeah, it's that level of immersion for sure. Built you a box fort. Hope you like it. Look, this guy's got a beer wallpaper. He's got Steam! He's got Steam installed! He's got like
right there, Mark?
Yeah, I'm just looking at your OS, buddy, because look at where the Windows button, the start button would be. It's just an Osmo Ulut logo. My man is an alcoholic. Epic Works. I guess it's just whatever it is they use for looking at building plans. And yeah, it is 2016 in-game as well. And Hyperzerxo has the farm. Good! I didn't have time to take any pictures today, but things are going good. Weather is holding at being, fairly warm. And a lot of the plants are looking good. What was it that was showing through? I'll get some pictures probably tomorrow or something. Not for tomorrow, because I'm streaming early tomorrow. But, there we go.
You mean the M3?
Yeah, guess I won't be coming.
Yeah, the tomato plants are, like, thickening up a bit, which is great.
Why not use the public?
And some of the cucumbers have germinated.
Station south of the office.
Have you seen the tunnels? I wouldn't
Feel
take
the
metro
quality,
even
not
if
even
you
full
paid me.
screen. It feels so lifelike. I mean, yeah, I'm here breaking your immersion right now. I'm here all the time breaking your immersion.
Yeah,
And yet,
saves you a fair bit of money in the long run.
I'm thinking about
the quality of the world building breaks through.
Trust the condition of the metro tunnels.
Oh, come on. What's gonna happen?
Yeah, what's gonna happen?
Tunnels are going to suddenly collapse.
That wouldn't happen. That would be insane. I would never have a tunnel collapse on me. Anyway, there's an achievement for committing suicide from here, but I think I got it last time. And yeah, again, finished game, by the way. Finished game. I'm gonna be feeling that a lot more because my understanding of the quality of finished games didn't exist 5 years ago. Now it does. The ball marrows. Artie? Oh, God. We'll certainly meet some characters. NCG Sauna Evening. Drink contributions. The one who contributes the most will receive a raise. And Mark's barely contributed any, so we're shit out of luck. God damn. Tragic. My man doesn't want a raise. He does it for love of the game. Maybe. Even though, like, half of Mark's dialogue in this game, probably more than half, is just like, what the fuck are they making me do here? Jesus fucking Christ, I want to go home. And this is like I don't know what you would call it. It's like a single structure with a lot of businesses in it. Like a business park as a single building. And it's just got a dedicated sauna. That's Finland, baby. That's the way it is. Yes, we can mantle up onto things. Because we can jump, but it's mostly mantling. I don't remember if we can get out onto the roof. Maybe it's another way from here. Yeah. Oh, and there's the stored beer. Right, that just gets us out here. And then this is the fire escape bit, which gets us downstairs, I think. Ooh, bear. We'll be seeing a lot of this, bear. What? Why are there fucking Mac 10s here? What? Okay. Best not to question why. I feel like that's part of, like, some... It's some gear that's been left there for a Payday 2 heist. Water gun, surely. Yeah, definitely. For sure. Oh, right. I used my keycard. I accidentally broke the glass. Don't touch, Carl. I think this is the first case where you can not really make a choice, but you can fuck up. And they do let you fuck up. Like, if you're not paying attention to what the environment is telling you, you can leave things worse than you found them. And I think this is the first example. Do we have quick saves? Hold on. Also, the menu is just Mark pulling out his phone, which is pretty great. Do we have a quick save key? Yeah, and it is set to F5. It just is immersive and doesn't bring up doesn't say anything when it's doing it, but yeah, we can quick load. I think we can read that safely, but I think it's possible to break this glass. Don't remember. And again, there's not that much here, really, but so many of these buildings are filled out. That's our boy, the engineer. Solves your problems. No bullshit. A Who Even Cares film starring Markus Siltanen as the engineer. Even more bullshit by someone you won't remember and some random guy as some technical guy, I guess. Make sure your body is ready at January 15th because this shit comes to theaters. Damn. Yeah, January 15th. Wasn't it January 16th when the game came out? No, it is 15th. Oh. So they may have added this poster for the 1.0 release because that's actually the release date. Erecting a dispenser? No. Our boy Mark will not be erecting any dispensers. He only fixes things. He doesn't build things. Right, I think this is... Yeah, our office is in here. This is where... Yeah, it is still... NCG, which is our employer. You know, all these offices have nameplates, and there are so many businesses here in this building, and there's only a handful of things to actually get. So yeah, it is like Markus Siltanen. When in doubt, just call me Mark. Here we are. A pretty nice office. Not the best view, but at least it's, I don't know, I kind of like a little out-of-the-way window like that. That appeals to me. You kind of, yeah, look out that from there, and you've got, it is effectively a corner office. Let's see what we got. Mark, before you go, take the following with you. Flashlight, camera, helmet, last time you didn't, and keys from reception. Boss. P.S. I left the company car keys below. Get new markers. These suck. Okay. Thanks, boss. Car keys. Camera. And the helmet. And the flashlight.
That's everything.
Like a properly branded helmet as well.
Keys from the reception.
Nothing. Useless stuff. Random stuff. Nothing. I wonder if Mark just did that. Just for fun. Got like his own coffee machine, his own blend. What do we got here? Right, this is where we're going to be going. So, yeah, this is the highway where we're going to start. It's like the tiny power plant. Then we walk down here. Yeah, we pass by the railroad. There's a whole thing with the train. The dam is a whole big part. Then down to the sawmill. We can go either way. Then the control building, which is where that moment will happen again. And then the tunnel. That's the first stretch of the game. Sultanen is a Finnish surname. Game is great. Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, it's Finnish devs, so they're going to know Finnish surnames. Start from the small pee-pee. Sawmill can be reached from the dam. Possibly damaged. Condition unknown. The water tunnel should have at least 4 entrances. Elevators might be prone to problems. Status report the sewers. Sewers in levels 1 and 2 are in very bad shape and need immediate renovating. Collapses of different sorts are very likely to happen soon, at least in the industrial sector of the city. There are minor cracks in the ceiling everywhere and some major fractures near the flow control station C1 and E7. One older tunnel has collapsed due to construction work above it at the surface near flow control station A12. Flow control stations A2, A7, and C8 are broken. All machinery is gone as well. Tunnels are in a fairly good shape, although some damage can be seen. Needs renovating. It is not the top priority. 4 and 5. Tunnels are in good shape, and all flow control stations are working. Minor cracks noticeable, but nothing to worry about. Normal maintenance routine recommended. Pump station A. Secondary pump needs new parts. Listed in the end. But otherwise, everything looks alright. Pump station B. Main pump is broken and computer control room is partly flooded with sewer water. Maintenance work needed immediately. Power's out in the whole section, so portable lights are needed. And then the power stations. Power station 1A is good. 1B needs maintenance. 2A has nothing. Blackrock Nuclear Power Plant. I wonder if we'll ever go there. Serious strength issues with supporting concrete structures of the containment building. Requires immediate attention. No wonder it's been postponed time and time again. To-do list. We sort out the maintenance reports. Over half missing. Perkele. Read through the maintenance reports. Write down obvious errors. They're just all full of shit. Stolberg error solving model. Does it work? No. Did you fuck with it? Yes. Idiot. Does anyone know? Yes. You poor bastard. Can you blame someone else? Yes. No problem. Good shit. So I think that's everything we needed from here. Flashlight, camera, helmet, car keys. Let's head downstairs then. Unless there's anything else to see up here. So I guess just this whole 2 floors is dedicated to NCG. They're doing alright. I wish I could take a picture of this. Gonna be trying... hitting E on a lot of keycard readers over the course of this game. Even just in this area, but... there's a lot. There's a whole lot. Let's get downstairs, see some more of the businesses here. Does the elevator work? I think it does. Yeah. But I don't think it takes you down all the way. Let's take the elevator. That's a consistent thing with this game. It's a thing with games in general, but especially this game, is elevators never work. And kind of a running theme, nothing ever works because of corruption. Yeah.
Looks like someone forgot to pay the electricity bill.
Alright, time to flip some breakers. Doors of all... Romu? Lifts? Commercial elevators can be opened manually by overriding the fuses B2 and B3. This is useful in case of power blackout during maintenance process. So this is B, so 2 and 3. There you go. So, again, our first look at the style of puzzle in this game. It's never...
I'll have to take the stairs.
Or at least very rarely is it a abstracted, video gamey type thing. It is always solving a genuine, real feeling problem. Simchick, planning and development. I wonder if that website exists. Hold on. Checking. I spelled it wrong. Oh, wait. Wait, real? Wait, no, it does go somewhere. What? This isn't real, though, is it? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, hold on. The fucking... Like, the copyright on the website is out 2026. This might be real? This might be a real brand. Hold on. Is this real? I think this is real. I think this is a real company. What the fuck? Simchick Planning and Development is an urban transportation planning and real estate redevelopment advisory services firm that manages our clients' projects throughout their entire life cycle to shape the highest and best use of the built form. SimChick Planning and Development opened in 2012 after recognizing an opportunity in the real estate industry. What the fuck? SimChick Planning and Development has undertaken projects for both public and private sector clients, worked on projects in New England, Southeast Michigan, and Australia. This knowledge of how planning, redevelopment, and real estate finance needs differ for varying clients and locations allows us to think outside the box and apply innovative ideas when solving problems. This is real! This is a real company! What the fuck? Maybe they had some buddies working there. Maybe. I mean, it is like a very relevant company for this game, so maybe they were like consulted or something. I'm gonna have to check all of these now. What the hell? I never knew this. There is one piece of trivia that I know, and I have not confirmed it, but I assume it is true, is that there's a TV show, like I think it was on Netflix, that is about, like, infrastructure, but it's, like, not like a documentary or anything, like an actual, I don't know, drama or something. And they consulted Loister, or however you say it, the devs of this game, for that TV show, and the game appears in the show. So I knew that, but I didn't know we had, like, real-ass planning and development companies represented in this game. Domain says, yeah, Domain Who Is says registered on 2012-21. Yeah, like, I thought for a second when the website actually came up that it was going to be just some kind of, like, tie-in thing with the game. This one probably isn't real. Yuka's Vision Architects. But, like, no, it's legit. It is real. I mean, the fact that it was updated to say 2026 and that it wasn't saying anything related to the game. Like, it didn't say Stahlberg anywhere. It didn't show any places from the game. It's just real, actual projects that they've really actually worked on for real. That's insane. That's crazy. And, like, how many people... I mean, this is already a niche, like, style of game, right? So out of the people who are playing this, how many of them are gonna look at that and look at the website and be like, I'm gonna look that up? So niche. Maintenance work on the second floor water leak damages is coming to an end. The hallway will be reopened for use in about 2 weeks. The newly reimagined office spaces will also be open for rent. Again, we are sorry for the inconvenience. We'd also like to kindly remind you not to stop at the second floor while using the western elevator in order to reduce fumes escaping from the worksite. Alkista? That is the name of the building. It's the Alkista building. Very big. And I think we can go through the... Yeah. There's a few routes you can take to get around. Like, I don't think you need to take the elevator at all, because you can just use the fire escape stairs. And we were just here, too, so you can come down through this little multi-story cafeteria. So, but yes, I think we want to go through the cafe. Because, again, even in a place like this, everything is fucked. At least a little bit. The cracks begin to show basically immediately. Unimportant. Yes, I think there is a document around here somewhere. Like in a back room. Not in the freezer, but... Not back here. Oh, here! Is this it? This is it. Here you go. Cosmo Ulut, the world's strongest beer. Like, that catchphrase is, you know what you need. Just laughably evil. Oh, our boss. Paul Lawrence. NCG accidentally orders wrong building destroyed. National Consulting Group, which is currently in charge of Stolberg's infrastructure and maintenance, has accidentally ordered an invaluable historic building built in the 1800s to be demolished. The mistake happened in Echtfjord district on a city block temporarily empty of residents. The block was empty because of the extensive water leak damages that occurred 2 months ago. One of the buildings, a Vonvriet, is that right, or is that just supposed to be concrete? That could be a typo. Built in the 1960s by Walter Group mentioned, was deemed unrepairable by NCG engineers. The other buildings, so-called Lufgrim's Massif, and 2 other stone buildings built in the late 1800s were found to be repairable with somewhat small effort. A lot of our info game has also inspired Designated Survivor. That's right. Added that to my watch list recently. Oh, what a coincidence. Man, yeah, you could have ended up watching that and just seeing Infra gameplay. But yeah, they were like actually, yeah, apparently there was inspiration taken there and they were consulted, which is awesome. You know, even, you know, our boss, Paul, he's a cool guy. He's fine. He's not a bad boss, but, you know, it's everywhere. There is corruption. There is people, you know, making mistakes. The entire system is so fucked. However, once the demolition crew was called on the site to bring down the 60s tenement, something went terribly wrong with the communication. The demolition crew started demolition work on the Lufgren's Massif instead. Before the error was noticed, it was too late. This is pure human error. We still don't know when and how the mistake happened, but we're looking into it, says NCG Stolberg Office Director Paul Lowens. Lufgren's Massif suffered such extensive damage to its facade that repairing the damages would cost more than building a whole new building. Owners of the wrongly demolished valuable building, who don't want their name published, say they will sue NCG and demand a considerably large sum in damages. Fair enough. Stahl Insurance and Nordaid to merge. The two biggest insurance companies in the nation, Stahl Insurance and Nordaid, have announced they will merge in Q3 of 2016. The new company following the fusion will be named simply Nordstahl. After the fusion, Nordstahl will control about 45% of the insurance market. The local insurance is the second with 21% market share. Nordaid's CEO Jürgen Andersen will continue as Nordstahl's CEO. That's dangerously close to a monopoly there. New intelligent metal detectors installed to SIA. Stolberg's International Airport, which I don't think we ever go to, but you can see it very clearly on that map earlier, has received new intelligent metal detectors. The new detectors are able to detect dangerous items without human supervision, which renders slow security checks redundant. That sounds like a great idea. Just put AI in charge of fucking metal detectors in airports. Even though it's 2016, it's not AI. It's still not good though. Passengers don't need to remove their belts anymore, as they can just walk through the security checkpoint without any hassle. The detector will only sound an alarm if it spots a possibly dangerous item. Randomly picked security inspections executed by security staff are still in effect, however, to maintain a high enough level of security. That's the paper for August 5th, 2016. So, yes, Mark will say something like that, and we'll get that sound effect whenever we read a plot-important document. Although, I guess, yeah, if that was for the 5th, but Saturday and Sunday are crossed out, maybe it's Monday? Assuming we don't work weekends. It's probably Monday the 8th? We'll see how much time passes over the course of the game. But yeah, reading those documents is important because, I mean, that's where a lot of the... You know, you have the base level story, which is Mark getting from A to B and trying not to die. And... Anything down here? No. And you have the greater, like, plot of what's going on and the conspiracies and whatnot. And those you've really got to read for. Uh-oh, security error. I don't have keycard access for this. I feel like Mike Ehrmantraut in that one episode of Better Call Saul, just walking into the place and busting their security wide open. The game! Oh damn, they got copies of Viewports 8 here from Macrosoftware and the INFRA mousepad. I could just steal these, get a bunch of installations, resell them maybe. Oh, document. Well, congratulations. You finally managed to show up to work instead of playing Mahismato 3D or whatever. Which I think is like Minecraft equivalent. But guess what? Our servers got hacked and you're exactly the person we need right now. I don't know if we're still being hacked, but I need you to start fixing this right away. I'm already up to my neck in these redundant complaints for everyone in the building, so I really need your help.
Interesting.
You need to finish Breaking Bad and get around to Saul. You should. They're both fantastic shows. I feel like a lot less people have seen Better Call Saul, but it is absolutely on par with Breaking Bad. And therein lies the kind of resource management element of this game, is batteries. You have batteries for the camera, batteries for the flashlight. They are limited. You can only hold so many. So you got to be careful with how you use your camera and your flashlight. So the servers might still be being hacked, for all we know, and whoever's in charge of this shit just isn't fucking coming into work because they're playing Minecraft. So God knows what kind of sensitive information is being jacked right now. You know, given the shit we seem to get into, welcome to tech heaven. Be ready to ride on the information superhighway. It could be very bad for us. Alkista IT help. If we're not here, consider the following. Is the power cable really plugged in? Again, alcoholics. There we go.
Seriously, what's up with these damn
And that's how we get downstairs.
Every time there's a power cut, they go into a lockdown of some kind.
Yeah, that's really annoying.
I heard it was some kind of precaution mechanism.
Really?
Nice retro-style poster. Yeah!
Inside the elevator.
No idea.
I mean, not only is the game 10 years old now, so some of the things we see are going to be reflective of that, but we're going to be in a lot of, like, older places, too. So the
Feels like we're living
nostalgia, old, like, hanging out in an old place vibes are very
I blame
potent.
the local officials
Thank you for the coolant, Cal.
misdirecting
Sec.
funds to some
Yeah.
irrelevant projects instead of the important
Yeah.
ones.
Guys, don't get sidetracked. We are talking about elevators here.
Well, now you killed the conversation, buddy, so how about that? Okay, we need to get our keys from reception. But first, another newspaper. So yeah, this is Monday the 8th, and it's in the lobby, so it's more likely to be today's newspaper. So I think that's today. Stolberg nuclear power production about to double. BlackRock nuclear power plant to build a third reactor by 2022. The new reactor will produce more energy than the old two combined. Stolberg Industry Power has announced that after several major setbacks, the BlackRock 3 reactor will finally begin operation in spring of 2018. The third reactor has been under construction since 2008 and was supposed to be finished in 2012. Because of multiple issues, the project has been prolonged time and time again. The new plant will use the newest EPR type reactor, which is a third-generation pressurized water reactor design. The power output of the new reactor will be roughly 1,600 megawatts, which puts the current two 780 megawatt BWR reactors to shame. What's wrong with Stolberg Roads? I can only imagine. Stolberg FC wins yet another game. 1-0 win Augsburg FC on a steady path to win the National Football League. Art is the mental problem of its creator. Art graphician Samuel Lake says he just can't stop doing art. Passion keeps the game going. Wait! Did I not notice this the first time? Sam Lake? Sam Lake! Oh, fuck! It really is. There is a through line in everything I like. Like, this game has the mandate of heaven. Sam Lake is mentioned. God damn, dude. Oh. Metro workers to protest today. Yes, we'll see that. Public Transport Workers Union has stated they will protest today at the Stolberg Central Railway Station mid-level platform. This protest will start with a walkout at 2 p.m. and last for the rest of the day. The protest is expected to cause severe interruptions with the metro traffic on the City Loop line and possibly on other lines as well. And, new metal detectors causing numerous problems at SIA. If just a few days ago, they were like, we've installed these and they're going to be great. They're immediately gone wrong. Because Stolberg is like that. The new intelligent metal detectors that were installed to Stolberg International Airport last week have been causing numerous different problems. Most notably, the new detectors seem to mistake few items such as DSLR cameras as possible weapons, causing false alarms. I guess it could be a lot worse than that. Castle Rock Tunnel project nearing completion. And a fucking Osmo Olu ad on the first page. God damn. Ultimate drinking champion. Drinking makes you smarter. Oh, they're giving out free posters with this magazine. More drinks instantly. Top 10 ways to become a better man. Osmo Olut is again beer of the year. I can't fucking believe they mentioned Sam Lake. It's got to be an intentional thing, right?
You have a letter.
Not
from
just a
the-
random name they picked.
It's on the counter. Don't worry, it's not a parking ticket. Looks like it's just some keys.
Hell yeah. I'm down for keys.
Thanks.
Have a nice day.
You too. Yeah. Space communications specialist. I'm so jazzed about that. Genuinely. I am on the golden path. Playing this game. Yeah, can't get in there. There's definitely more stuff we can look at in this building, though. I think on some of the higher floors, too. I know there's some stuff out the back where we can get the first of a type of collectible. Out this way? Yeah, we just have access. Ah! Oh, no. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Just had to wait for the keycard thing. And they got some bike parking spots out here. Yes, if we go ahead and clamber up here... Everyone's a drunkard. Which reminds me that "ard" is an Old English suffix, which means too much or too easy. Ah! I guess that makes sense. And look, there's just beer hidden up here. But I think there's something else. I might be downstairs from here. But there is a thing out here. I'm pretty sure. I remember all of the... Again, 5 years since I last played it, but I remember a lot of... Especially in the early game. A lot of shit from this game. Like over here... I swear there's something. I wish I could pull my flashlight. Oh, wait, no, I think I know. But yeah, that might be part of the issue, honestly, is just the absolute prevalence of this one brand of beer, which is like, strongest, best beer ever. Drinking beer makes you smarter. Here we are. It's a geocache. It's an official geostash, an official game place, not litter.
Geocache.
Yeah.
There isn't anything inside it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is a thing with geocaches. It's kind of an urbex adjacent thing, I suppose, where you kind of there are all these listed locations. You get like the exact coordinates, and there is these little caches there, and you go and you have a look at the cache, and you maybe take something from it and put something back in, and that's geocaching. And that's one of the collectibles in this game is geocaches, which I think is really cool. Right, so I don't think we can go anywhere else on this floor, but can we go up a floor? I remember being able to see more of these side offices. Let me see. We got the stairs here. Because I don't think we could... We couldn't otherwise access this stairwell, could we? Oh, wait, no. It is the same one. Okay, maybe I'm just misremembering with the offices. Or maybe I'm just thinking of looking in those windows. Alright, head downstairs. Yeah, straight to the parking garage. Yep, out of order. We could have just elevated straight down here, but
now,
everything's fucked.
Where is the car? There it is.
Let's go. Time to get some work done. All that just to leave the office.
And it's a beautiful day in Salzburg today, with a little over 18 degrees Celsius and slight overcast.
That's not bad weather. I'd take that weather now. Kind of getting towards that point, temperature-wise, but can't complain. Here we are. Now the real infra begins. I believe we're going to call our boss right off the bat. Chapter 2, just another day at work. And it's like the Portal 2 style chapter text. Source engine.
I'm finally here.
I'll let this call play out before I go do anything.
Any last-minute tips before I start surveying this place?
You know the drill. Take pictures of everything that's broken. Also, if you come across any technical documents or other documents of interest, take pictures of them. It'll help our cause.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Alright. It is as simple as that. Now we can pull out our camera. And having the camera out with the screen on, that costs battery. So we need to keep an eye on that. We have the flashlight with F. I tend to be very sparing with these things, but we do need to be examining everything for structural damage. We want to do as well as we can. Stolberg is like this bridge. Old, crumbling, and full of alcoholics. Alcoholists? You say so. And there's even a line just for looking at that. Anyway. Time to immediately start doing side things. I'm very well familiar with this early part of the game. And there you go. The little frame, the focus frame zooms in whenever you're actually looking at a correct photo target.
Looks ready to collapse.
And there you go. There's another sound, you know, indicating that you've done it. And sometimes Mark will chime in with some unique dialogue. And I think there's a geocache here. Yep.
Another geocache.
Sorry. It's gonna be a lot of me calling my shots. Shit's empty though. Yeah, I want to do well. I don't remember how well we did. And yeah, it's a water flow monitor. Actually turned off for some reason. Who left it like this, God only knows. Someone who doesn't give a shit about their job.
This shouldn't have been off.
But now it's fixed. And there was some beer in there, so that kind of... So that's like bottle cap on. Those are full beers. That's a gift for whoever comes to service this thing next. Oh.
Let's hope the rebar holds on to the repairs.
But yeah, that's, as if the environments weren't absolutely gorgeous and just worth looking at to begin with. Even the old decaying stuff, like, again, Half-Life 2 imbued me with an appreciation for this kind of thing. The urban decay, and you've got like your City 17 urban decay, but then you've also got the, water hazard and beyond, like outskirts decay, like rural decay, rural suburban decay, that kind of thing I really go in for too. This game is chock full of it. You've got every flavor. Like, we're gonna get the proper urban decay down the line once we get into Stolberg proper. That is fucking spilling all over the place. That's corrosive. That's no good. Corroding our environment. And there's an art to knowing what you can and can't and should and shouldn't take pictures of. Obviously, some of this I've just got memorized. But you get a sense for it, And early on, you'll kind of just be pointing your camera at anything and everything, waiting for the frame to come in, but... you've just you gotta apply some sense. I mean, there is a bit of a leak there, but I guess that's not worth taking pictures of. But that's fucked down here, and that's blocked up too.
I'm pretty sure that's not meant to be like that.
This is a mini power station, I'm pretty sure, but it needs water to be flowing through it. I guess, I don't know if it's meant to be running right now, but obviously this, little blocker is leaking, and that's blocked for when we do want water to go through. That's no good. We've got the key.
All right. First inspection target. An old power plant that I already forgot the name of. Let's see how this place is doing.
Ah, lights. Fuses of the main hall's lights are broken. Jesus. I've gotten a picture of that, actually. There are some cases like that. Where... hold on, let me just do a quick save. But there are cases like that. They're not that common, but there are cases where you can miss stuff as it's happening, and you need to get a picture of it. Yeah, okay, we're just here. Yep, okay. You gotta be quick on the hot save key. Or quick save key.
All right. First inspection target. An old power plant that I already forgot the name of. Let's see how this place is doing.
Yep. And you do want to use the flashlight. It's not like a... I mean, it feels like genuinely realistically dark, and because you need to be paying attention to the environment, you need to be able to see what you're looking at. So you do burn through those batteries. No, not photographable. It should be, but it isn't. Here we are. I remember this being sad. The maintenance log from JK. A very hot day. Some weird pain in my chest. Holiday, here I come. New year. Heart aching again. Gotta take it slow. I know I visited this shithole on a date like that is actually kind of sad. Yeah, 2003, 2003. Goddamn heart. At least this place is still intact. After all this time, I don't feel the same. And that's the last log. So, whoever was here was having heart problems. Like, even just looking at his signature. Yeah, because you have that big... Yeah, you have regular maintenance logs until 2003, 2003. Then there's a big break for several months. And obviously he's having heart issues. And then he comes back 2 times. And his signature's different. Like, the way he writes the K and even the J It's like a weaker signature. He's not doing well. And then he just doesn't come back. Like, he writes that one about his heart, then nothing on the next one, and then never comes back again. So, he might have died? Or he might have just stopped coming here, but they never sent anyone to replace him. So, again, it's 2016. No one, at least, well, people might have been here, but no one's filled out the maintenance log since 2003. More than 10 years.
That makes 2 packs of spares for the camera.
And a bit. I mean, that can't have been sitting there since 2003, right? I would hope not. But the place is pretty fucked. It really could have been that long. And they actually do simulate the flash on the camera. Which is pretty great. Yeah, this room's just full of crap, but that's allowed. It's allowed to be messy.
A pack of spare batteries for the flashlight.
Okay, nothing else in here, I don't think. Let's have a look at the... I mean, I guess enough water must be coming through, right? Because the generators are running. Even though perhaps they shouldn't be. Yeah, and this is throwing errors. I think we just want to turn generator 2 off.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Prevent any further damage. Just leave the one good generator running. Yeah. God, I'm no engineer, so God only knows what would happen if you left something like that running, and God knows how long it has been running.
That's 3 packs of camera batteries.
Nice. Thing here seems above board, except for the cobwebs. And hi, son. Thank you for the row buddy, and thank you for the happy 5 years as well. Here we got the Roomba, and yeah, the row buddies get to.
Keys don't fit this lock.
Oh yeah.
Use some bolt cutters right about now.
The row buddies get to join me for this one because they didn't exist when I first played this game, or last played this game. It was not my first playthrough last time. I think the bolt cutters are in here somewhere. Oh yeah, there they are.
Well, what do you know? I'm in luck today.
It would be real nice if we just kept these with us the entire time, but I don't think we do. I guess you wouldn't want to lug them around the whole way. I don't think Mark's even got like a backpack or anything. I mean, maybe he does. Gotta have somewhere to keep like the camera and all the batteries and stuff. I think everything's chill out the back. Yeah, there's water flowing through. It is functional, at least. It just needs some work. One of those missable moments is coming up. Also, there's a secret around here. I think it's around here. Or maybe later on. It's a spot like this. Keeping the camera ready. It's going to need a reload soon. It's that, like, transformer there, I think. Oh. That is missable. Right, now let me have a look back here, because I think there's something. It might be further on, but I just need to check along the sides here for secret entrances. I'm thinking it's definitely later. After this upcoming bit, I think. Yeah, it wouldn't be that far back. Okay. We press on. So now, we've got that little, I don't know what you would call it. The little river crossing thing. Which, I don't know if we can access from this side. I always go around and then back to here. Is it accessible from here? Yeah, you can move it over, so you can go that way first, but I like my routine when it's a game that I've played a million times. Hi, BB-Mon. Yes, Infra. Most goated game of all time. Morning Wood Co. and the gnomes. Yeah, I love this game. On a deep, deep level. It's everything that I love.
That makes 2 packs of spares for the flashlight.
Huh. It's not... I guess you do get to pick things up every now and then. Usually they can do something. I guess often they can do something. And there's a map. Again, matches up with what we've seen. And yeah, they're doing logging work around here in these zones. And, you know, it's part of the world building, of course, but this entire region on this map that we do in this chapter of the game is so well thought out. Obviously, for a while, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff to do with water treatment, water used in energy, but the logging industry in this area is also an important point.
Logging zone's in red.
And I think this note is the first,
Cut short.
yeah, first step on the trail of following what's going on with the logging situation here. But yeah, work was cut short. Walking simulator, really? Yeah, it's one of the best games ever. It's so good. It is the best walking simulator anyone has ever made, and I don't think anything matches up to it. Because it's in the Source engine, it's got those Half-Life 2 Urban Decay vibes, except you're actually meant to directly engage with the environment, instead of it just being set dressing, like in Half-Life 2. And there is like you've got your own personal story going from A to B, because we're like an inspector of all the shit that's wrong here infrastructurally. But there are, other little mini stories that have gone on in the background. You've got to read and take pictures. I love this shit. It's so good. It's one of my favorite games. Matt, do you know why the dam stopped passing our logs through the chute? It's been weeks since the last log passed through it. I tried contacting the people at the dam to get this sorted out, but there's no one there. Yesterday, we tried pushing the logs into the log tunnel, but the chute seems to be blocked from the inside. Any idea what's going on over there? Also, I still have yet to receive payment for the logs we sent you months ago. Tom. Yeah, because we know there's the sawmill beyond the dam, so they have to pass the logs from here through to the sawmill. But if shit seems to have gone wrong with the dam. Have you played Valhalla before? I haven't, no. I've been getting told to play it. I may watch someone play it soon, but I've never actually played it. I've been to a VR chat world that is like Valhalla. I mean, it's just directly, it is a Valhalla thing, and you can actually do drink mixing. I assume the mechanic there is the same as how it works in that game, and it's very fun. It's so good. Yeah, so I've been told. I randomly got shown on Twitter a game that is trying to be like Valhalla. Let me go look up what it was called, because I think I have it wishlisted. And instead of serving cute girls drinks, you're doing maintenance on cute girl robots. Or did I have it wishlisted? I might not have. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have to go find it again. Hold on. Did I have it bookmarked? I know I had it somewhere. Not that far back, though. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Oh, shit. I don't remember what it's called. Oh, yeah, dialogue. Yeah, dialogue. That's it. But it's like stylized. I can find it. Yeah, D1AL UG, as in dialogue. That's it. Yeah. That game looks cool, and that appeals to me with the whole robot girl stuff. Yes, I'm glad someone other than me knew it. That's nice. Let me pull my tabs back up. But yeah, that looks good. Demand payment for Sawmill's massive log order. Long overdue. Figuring out how to pay our loan to the bank before we go bankrupt. Get money to pay striking workers unpaid salaries, and get new client. Yeah. I guess the logging people are a separate company to the sawmill. Dear Tom, I know about the hydropower company's sudden bankruptcy, but I've seen Alex Hartman occasionally entering the power plant and light coming out the windows of the dam at night. As for the log payments, I'm still waiting for the funding from our client. I'm expecting to receive the funding this week. You'll receive your share in cash then. Sincerely, Matt. Reply to this soon. Demand payment. Get envelopes and stamps. So, probably everyone just up and left.
Local logging company.
After that point.
Went out of business.
Yeah, it just didn't work out. They went out of business. They were not able to get paid. Because the fucking dam went belly up. Forward around. Seems solid. Yeah. Definitely appeals to me as a robot enjoyer. I always go out here, and I know there's never anything, but it's part of the beauty of this kind of game and this Source Engine environment is, there are just dead ends and spots that don't actually mean anything, that don't matter. As there should be. This bridge is fucked.
I'm pretty sure that's not meant to be like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, need to reload my camera.
3 packs left.
We've got plenty of batteries for that. I always end up, overflowing with batteries for both the flashlight and the camera in this game. Because I'm very stingy with how I use them. But I should be whipping the camera out and just examining more. think it might be here? Oh, yeah, here we are.
Moonshine.
Yeah, it's a secret, like, moonshine distillery. Very easily missed, because you're just looking ahead as you go through here.
That's 3 packs of flashlight batteries.
I got nicely rewarded for it. There's even more demand for good stuff in the open sewer area now. We'll get to that. We're selling everything we got at a good price and pace. Distributors are impatiently waiting for new goods to sell. Send new shipments to the sauna as soon as possible. Already preparing the next delivery for them. Important points there. Open sewer, which is it's the colloquial name for an area known as an area called Obenzauer, and Loist, after making this game, made a game called Obenzauer, which is still in early access, I think, but it's set in the same universe as this game. I've never played it, so once we're done with this, we're probably going to go play that. It's kind of a it's a tenement simulator. You're like the management of an apartment block, which I think is the same apartment block that we're going to go to later when we go there. But it's a really cool tie-in. I'm excited to play that. Yeah, no reason to do anything here right now, right? Right. There's the dam. Very nice. Looks good down there. Hell of a nice view. It's this game. There's no UI or anything as well. It's like it deeply immersive. Screenshot simulator. But oh no, a tree on the tracks.
Must have been a storm last night. I wonder if that signal box I saw earlier still works.
Yeah. We gotta go do our job. We can't just leave it like that, or a train's gonna go straight into that tree. Again, we don't need to do this. I'm going to. But, we don't need to help out here. It's not our job. But Mark's responsible. Like, oh shit, there's a train coming.
That should do it.
There we go. Just set it to red, and this train's gonna be delayed, unfortunately. There's a universe. Yeah, kind of. It is, like, Stolberg is effectively a setting now, because it has 2 games set in it. Nice. Can't talk to the train driver or anything. He's just gonna have to sit there and deal with it. But, I don't know when... I assume they're still working on it. I don't know what is the deal with it, but they did announce a DLC for this game as well, where you, like, go to a prison island or something, Whiprock. But I have not heard news about that in years, and, they've been working on Obenzauer. So I don't know if it's been a priority. Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to get everything. I'm definitely going to miss geocaches. Even for the achievements, they don't ask you to photograph 100% of the photo locations. It's like 90% or something like that for the achievement, because there is a lot. And here's a little, like, town out here, which I assume is occupied. I mean, there's a truck there, but... And it's like, it is more than just, like... I mean, maybe this was built for... I mean, I guess we're close to the dam, so it could be dam workers.
4 packs of camera batteries.
I guess we don't, at least right now, I don't know how long ago the hydro plant shut down. But you'd think people wouldn't leave their, like, vans behind, unless they were, like, given by the company. That could be, like, a company van. That's no good. And again, look at that car. I mean, that's not... I mean, could be a company vehicle, but it feels like a personal car. It's like a classic, this thing. I don't know. So I don't know if there are people still living here or what. What would they even be doing? No one's responding to our attempts to enter their homes, though. Game turned into Alan Wake while I had to pop away. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's plenty of that kind of environment. Oh, yeah, this. I forgot about this. An undetonated bomb.
I wonder how long that's been
Yeah, someone just dug it up, and they were, I guess, gonna grab it, but never did. I don't assume anyone in charge is responsible enough to evacuate, like, this area just based on that, so I assume that's not the reason people aren't here. But anyway, I think this way just goes down to that river crossing again, which we don't need to go over or anything. But may as well go and see it, just in case there's anything. Is there something here? Yes, there's a cave here. Okay, there is a reason to go here. I remembered. Now we actually need the flashlight. Now, the flashlight's not quite as obvious as the camera. As for when its battery's out, this thing's just got an indicator on it. The flashlight will just start going really dim. We do get an upgraded flashlight later. And then the situation will change. But for now, it's just this. And yeah, speaking of Alan Wake, upgraded flashlight. I don't think we ever get one of those, like, big industrial flashlights, though. Just some mushrooms and all this. Yeah, and a geocache.
I bet this one is empty too. Who the hell's leaving these around?
This isn't even a thing. It's not a photo spot or anything. But what do they say? Water trees. A lot of it is too hard to read. But it meant something to someone. At least you won't need any UV lights. But tomorrow, oh yeah. Oh yeah, we'll be back on that shit. I don't know if they would ever do it, but I would love more horror elements from these devs. Because they touch on that. They touch on that kind of thing. Some of it is just Easter egg stuff, and you know, that's fine. So it never kind of infringes too hard on the vibe of the game and the atmosphere and the immersion. But there are some moments, and like I said, we got a moment that's coming up that isn't scary in the usual video game, like, oh, I'm so shocked and terrified and afraid, but in the, like, chilling, disturbing sense. There are a few moments like that throughout this game, which, honestly, I very rarely see from media in general that is trying to do that kind of horror, you know? You know, you look at, you know, really good horror games. You look at really good horror games. I guess Amnesia. Amnesia is a good example, because it's scary in the immediate sense, but it's also scary in the sense of the ideas presented. The kind of horror that doesn't just scare you in the moment, but kind of leaves you thinking about the ideas presented. That unsettles you. Infra has that. Like, I can't think of many things at all that give me that kind of thought. Like, you know, like John Carpenter's The Thing, probably definitely one of my favorite movies of all time, if not my #1 favorite movie of all time. But it doesn't get me like that. It's a fantastic movie for many reasons, but not that. But, you know, something like Nope, for example, another one of my favorite movies, has scenes that are distressing and disturbing, and I still think about them. Like, this game has that. Some of the highest praise I could give. Here we are, at the dam. Constructed in 1962.
Hammer Valley Dam. I hope that at least this place is in a better condition.
Yeah, I can tell. I think the flashlight battery's dying. It's not doing much for us. It's not very dark. Now, there's an achievement to get here, which I've already got, but I'm going to do it again because it's funny to do every single time. These are fuses, by the way. We'll be using these for puzzles. Clown jump scare versus implications of a clown standing at the end of the block. Yeah. It's like, oh no, I'm definitely in danger right now. There's a clown chasing me. Versus, what if there's a clown in my attic? That kind of thing. Okay, load the safe. But yes, there's an achievement here for Kobeing this. Hey! Good shit. I think we need another one. This is to get the elevators working. It's not become apparent that we need to do this yet, but trust me, we do. I'm gonna bring a brick as well for a different achievement, which we did get last time, but it's a fun one, so. Use ball. Yeah, definitely power the brakes.
That should do it.
Yeah, and here's the, I guess, the inside of the log chute, which is just closed off, so they couldn't get any extra logs in here. Anything else in here that wants a picture taking before I go? Another fuse. None of that's anything we care about. Just check upstairs one more time. Yeah, this building's in okay condition. A lot of the metalwork is rusty, but that's okay. On the surface, things don't look too bad, even though I guess the power company did go bankrupt, and the place just is not being maintained. And there's another fuse. So dam's fucked. Dam's got a massive crack in it.
The dam's in even worse condition than I thought.
So what if we did something deeply irresponsible, like throw a brick at it? I think I missed. Fuck. Hold on, let me go get another brick. Infra plus the horror of the Jurassic Park novel. Oh yeah! Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's one of the reasons I'm excited for Compound Fracture. Not just because it's a scary first-person atmospheric game with dinosaurs, but because you're in that kind of environment. I need to read the Jurassic Park novel at some point. I never have. But,
Cheat!
but yeah, that kind of... It's exactly that kind of abandoned, spooky environment that I love. That would go very, very hard. Abandoned or unused. A working elevator, huh? Won't waste my battery here. More than I need to, anyway. So we got those 2 battery packs from the Moonshinery, so we're okay on both kinds of batteries right now. We can be spending. Time to make a call.
It's me. I just came from the old power plant. I don't think anyone's been there for years. One of the
Ooh,
generators
nice view.
looked like it was
There's the
broken.
sawmill.
I turned it off just to be safe.
That dialogue would be different if we hadn't done that.
It's in really bad shape.
Booze.
Like there's a huge crack in it. Someone needs to get on that right away. Anyway, after I'm down at the dam, I'm heading to survey the Bergman tunnels. Could you have someone pick up my car?
I'll take care of it. Keep me posted.
Yeah, we did just leave the car behind. Oh.
Shit!
Yeah. They never work. It's going to be difficult for anyone to even get down here. I guess the actual mechanisms of the elevator are up top, so I guess it could be fixed from up there. That's work that needs doing. Yeah. Anti-Osmo-Olut posters. You can stop corruption. And yes, we have this whole puzzle for this area. Getting the doors open. Doors can only be opened when the power is on. Check the main switches downstairs. In case of a security threat, any door can be overridden in the control room. This is indicated with the yellow lights. Overridden doors cannot be unlocked. So, yeah. These switches control the doors, but anything with a yellow light on it is overridden. So we need to find the control room, which is over there. Where are we? We're here. We're in security, so we need to get through the turbine hall. Over to the control room, and then Hartman's office is there. But I guess these just aren't powered on, so I can't even get them on, but I might as well switch them. Okay, that one, yeah, that door to the control room we can open. Might as well hit all the switches, because then once the override is clear, that's a way out. Once the override is clear, we'll be able to just stroll right through without having to come back here. That's opened our way forward. And I think, yeah, we've opened that security door and that exit door, so we could just leave. We have the ability to leave without engaging with, like, the turbine hall and everything beyond it. That's, like, a different route you can do. No keys hung up there. Yeah, that shit is blocked off. And it is not looking good in there.
Someone should get that fixed.
Not at all. Dire circumstances plus hopeful we can fix it music. Good combo. Yeah, it's... that vibe... I don't know how long that vibe's gonna last. You know, like it was said at the meeting, like the city council does not have much money to be putting into these repairs, and already that big crack in the dam, that's going to be an expensive fix, right? No way in hell it won't be. And everything else. This is a long game. This is chapter 2, I think. The electrician linked the lock of this door with the main fuse of the lab. This will be fixed soon. You sure about that? There's booze in there. In the lab. Yeah, that's open. That was probably always open, actually. Because we unlocked it on the system, but the door was just open. Not even closable. So we could just leave. I'm pretty sure. Have a look out here. Maybe... Oh, no, it's the... Yeah, door over in that bit of the building is what we actually opened. And that way we can just leave. We have things to look at. Okay, yeah, that just connects up to here. Everything in here is mostly okay, and it is meant to be built into the rock face. Hold on. Like that? Huh? Oh, the mushrooms and the... Oh, yeah, there's a leak from up there.
The water bill for testing.
Yeah. It's just caused mushrooms to grow. Gross. Right, so I think, yeah, we can't leave yet, actually. We would need this door to be open to leave as soon as possible. Hmm. Aha! Oh, there's a key in there. So we have to find the key for this. And that's the fuse for the lab, so we can get that open. And there's that switch, which we want to hit as well. Aha! Yes, I remember. Is all this fine, by the way? Yeah, it's just some assorted crap. That's fine. That's allowed. Half-Life. There we go. And that's the key to that door. How convenient. But I think I could have taken a fuse with me from upstairs, actually, to solve this faster. Is this safe? Ugh. Yeah, that's fine. But okay, that's power on, so that should have unlocked some doors, I think. Yeah, that's one of the turbine doors. Yeah, all the ones we hit the switch for that aren't overridden are now open. Okay, so I don't remember where there's a fuse. We'll have to just keep an eye out. Yeah, this shit is fucked. The bridge has fallen out. The room is flooded. It's not supposed to be. All that shit is sparking off. That is very fucking dangerous. And this place is powering the city. I think the place Carl and Amit are going to, our co-workers, is another dam. So hopefully that one's not so bad. And you know, we do have a nuclear power plant, which I guess is supplying
Water is electrified.
some power.
Better watch my step.
But it's pretty bad. We cannot be going on like this, genuinely. We grab that? Yeah. Now we're free as a bird. We've got boxes. Very Half-Life-y room, this. Half-Life 2-y. Half-Life 2-er, specifically. Nice. Oh, wanted to get that last shot before I had to switch. Yeah, any structural integrity concerns are quite frightening in a place like this. I'll reload this.
3 packs left.
There you go. That much brighter. You don't notice because it you know, wears down so slowly. Greetings, Emil. While you were enjoying the warmth of the south, things have taken strange turns around here. Boss has been really paranoid lately. That's Walter, who was mentioned, coming in and out after things went belly up. First, he ordered the control room doors to be always locked, and then later used a locksmith to renew most of the locks. Like he's expecting some kind of an attack or something. Also, just yesterday, he ordered the security to perform checks on our lunchboxes. Something I suppose you already noticed on the way here. Don't ask me why, I have no clue.
Interesting.
Makes me nostalgic for that one area in Detroit in Human Revolution, juggling crates to turn off the fried water faster. Yeah. That's absolutely a vibe for this sort of game. Like, the Deus Exes absolutely perform in that area, too. Of just, you know, rifling through places and finding information and conspiracy. All very Deus Ex. I think that probably only opens from this side, or oh, I think that one did. So we couldn't just skip that room. But yeah, very, very, very Deus Ex, for sure. Broken. At least they're honest about it. That's just blocked off, but I guess that's fine. And here's the control room. Now, I remember something I talked about when I was here. We've got a whole puzzle to do here. We'll get to that. But I guess we can't see it now. But when the screens are on, there's a lot of, like, hidden hexadecimal code all over the game. Right, here's the overrides. So we can flip all those off. And everything should be open now. And that would be enough for us to leave. We don't have to listen to this tape. We don't have to fix things in the control room. And there's our boy, Alex Hartman, CEO of Hammer Valley Hydro. Let's see what the tape has to say.
My name is Alex Hartman. I was just betrayed by the man who practically built this whole city. It started with Bergman, then Stahlberg Steel, and now my company. All bankrupted by Jeff Wall.
It's got to be fairly recent, right? Because, like, there was that magazine that mentioned, you know, what's going to happen after the bankruptcy of Stahlberg Steel. It can't have been too long ago.
Company out of business. There's no way we can keep everything in good repair. Things are breaking down all over the city, but no one's doing anything about it. The police, the mayor, and now it seems like even the governor's in his pocket. They care more about his money than what he's doing to this place. Whatever he's planning, it's going to happen. And I don't want to be here when it does. Because there's one thing I'm sure of. Everything's about to fall apart.
Yeah, the music for that is really great, too. And so, yeah, listening to stuff like that gets you the little sound effect, too. Barry's long-term strategy. What is he trying to let out from the depths? Well, we'll see. We're going to get to the depth. Eventually. But, yeah. Potential conspiracy, potential sabotage. Which we do not even know the start of yet. But, yeah, let's try and get this place running again. There you go. There's some binary. That's a whole thing. I don't know if anything's actually been discovered of all the various codes littered throughout the game. But there are a lot. There's a lot of stuff. And thank you for the stretch, Gal. Need to limber up for this intense puzzle action. Ugh. There we go. So, I think we need to, yeah, open the sluice gate so the generators can start up. Now, should we be starting up the generators when the turbine room is completely flooded? I don't know. So yes, make sure the RPM is exactly 3,000 in both generators before activating them. So we need to... And like that needs to be 3,000, I think. So let's bring this one down a bit. We have more room to open this up. Or do they both themselves need to be 3,000? I'm not sure. Let's turn this one all the way up. Yeah. They individually need to be at 3,000. There you go. I'll find that sweet spot. Let's pump you up. There we go. Yeah, that adds up to a total of 6,000. There you go. And then we have to do this over here, I think. I don't remember if they tell... If there's a document. There probably is a document somewhere telling you how to solve this puzzle. And all the steps you need to do, but I just know it. Now we need to hit this, like, synchro thing. With the right timing. Okay. Do we hit this now? No, I think it's just done, I think. Unless I can find said document. It might be in here. I don't remember. Oh, that's just blocked off. That is a tunnel collapse right there. That's no good. Where that would have gone. Next week, Acruz diverts a channel from the local river to power a mini turbine to power the greenhouse. That would be sick if I could do it. Don't really have... I mean, there is some flowing water nearby, but not even enough to constitute a river, really. I'm up on a hill, so, I mean, there's the source of a river nearby, but it's not much. Yeah, we'll search through here, and then we'll probably circle back around. I still need to find a fuse.
4 packs of camera batteries.
I think you've got to be able to have, like, find a fuse in the damn map proper somewhere. Not only, like, bringing one from above, I think. Even if this place was running relatively recently, it is a fucking dump. It's not just time that's worn it down. This is my final day working here. After the financial problems started stacking for the company, Hartman started becoming more and more stressed and unstable. The more unstable he grew, the more he failed coming up with solutions to save the company from its debts. Instead, he kept blaming Walter for everything, especially after he was forced to sell his company. After the loss of his wife, Hartman started recording hateful messages to Walter, craving for vengeance. This is my testimony for any future investigations of these events. Caitlin, soon ex-secretary of Hartman. Well, thank you, Caitlin.
Fascinating.
Nothing in the things drawer. Things, stuff, and files. Here. And Hartman's office. Look at these paintings. Just left here. Got out of here in a hurry. Check this out. Conspiracy map. Take a picture of it first.
This guy was really obsessed with Jeff Walter.
Let's see what we got. We got the map. And here's us. Yeah, Stolberg Steel is down that way. We're at the dam right now, of course. Walter last seen here. Cancelled Bergman operations. 2 gorgeous dams. That's where Carl and Emma are going. The train accident. Important. Right, companies. Bergman, Eric Kleinman, unemployed. Xander Berg, disappeared. Alive? Dead? Why did Walter buy Bergman Co.? Why cause bankruptcy? Bergman Company was already having some problems before they started the new construction project. Is Xander Berg also working for Walter? Maybe he's behind the conspiracy. And then something's blacked out. Walter. Yeah, with plenty of opportunity to say Walter. Xander Berg's disappearance happened in 1977. Was last seen in his office. Had invented something new. That's what Walter was after? Been missing for years. Probably dead by now. Need to find some evidence about Berg for Eric Kleinman. Stolberg Steel. Owner. Mikhail Rosenthal. Background? Maybe he can help. What does he know about the bankruptcy? The Metal Workers Union caused the bankruptcy. Some MWU members were helping Walter? HVH. Hammer Valley Hydro. 2 Gorges Dam. Walter was funding it. Important to the NPP. Why did Walter want to destroy my company? And yeah, the NPP, the nuclear power plant. So this was all within the last few years, although the NPP project has been going on since the 2000s. But this isn't like real old stuff. Again, with the bankruptcy thing. The Amstrand meeting? Mayor Altmaier at City Hall. Walter was there. Connections to Walter? The Amstrand meeting. Governor Defty. Mayor Altmaier. Police. Max Kohler. Names to remember. Why did Walter want to destroy my company? Interesting. I guess that'll be his dead wife. Nothing else to photograph there, I don't think, though. It's like a simultaneously very fancy and very decrepit and awful office. Strange vibe. So that is an actual exit, I think. So we're not leaving just yet. I might need to look up where a fuse might be. Unless it's in one of the rooms we've opened up, because we do have the, not the lab, but the other way out around there open. So there might be a fuse out that way. You have to be careful with fall damage, by the way. It is not like typical Source Engine movement and falling. If you fall too far, you die. You don't want to die. Yes, now this is open. This place was either just abandoned or under construction. Kiwi and banana special. And that. That is also there. That's no good. Hey, speaking of Breaking Bad, there's this. It's like much more recent and relevant. But again, the full release was 2016. And this was all just part one. That was probably much, much closer to when Breaking Bad was happening. Okay, no fuse here. And then that is just one of the ways out. We're not going to do that yet. We have more stuff to do out and around the plant. Let me have a look real quick. Let me have a Google. Infra dam fuse. The lab door fuse. Yes. Cardboard box on a high shelf. Okay. Okay, I guess I just gotta look at shelves. I'm not being told specifically. It's gotta be wherever they're storing crap, which, again, with how much of a mess this goddamn place is, could really be anywhere. Oh, wait, I see it! There it is! There you go. Cardboard box on a high shelf. That is well hidden. But it makes sense, you know? You'd have spare fuses in a place like that. So now we want to go back down here. Ooh. That's the, like, fall damage effect. Probably not much further than that is fatal fall damage. Yes, now it should be open, and we can fix that leak. That's all we need to go in there for. Yeah, just completely optional. It's just, you fix a leak, you do a good thing, you maybe get a pack of batteries.
Flashlight batteries.
Maybe get to read something. Cooling beer with water. Finding the optimal solutions. Bottle shape and size. Beer crate shape and venting. Bottle layout in the crate. Gap between bottles in the crate. Water temperature. Water movement. Something else. Remember to dispose of all the bottles properly after each test. Okay, at least they had some free time here.
That should do it.
And, you know, if we're to trust Hartman, then, yeah, there were, like, outside factors. There's so many crates. There were outside factors to the company going bankrupt, but it's not a good look. The leak is now stopped. That's all that was for. Agree with that effect, given how dizzy and hazy getting the wind knocked out of you can be. Yeah, it does communicate that, for sure. Right, now, yeah, we'll just head back over here. And go out the cool puzzle guy way. Because there's more cool puzzle. Because the dam is running, but as we're about to see, it's still not actually on the grid. So, you know, presumably, we didn't know much going in. We knew there were, like, incomplete and inaccurate reports going into this. But we didn't know the scale of it. An entire hydroelectric dam that is supposed to be powering the city just wasn't on and wasn't plugged in. But I mean, I guess, again, the bankruptcy was probably not that long ago, so we're the first ones here after the company's packed up, and, you know, they've gone bankrupt. They're not able to pay their employees, so you can't expect those employees to be coming in here and setting everything up just right to leave it running. They got shit to do. New jobs to find. Is there a geocache here? Don't remember. But yeah, I don't know. I wish we had a specific time frame between the bankruptcy and present day. But it can't have been long. It's fine for that to be wet. Oh. Hold on. Something? Is it just that there's a tree here? Growing through the concrete? Is that it? Or... I guess? That's a weird one. That's why you gotta pull... Oh! That's why you gotta pull the camera out sometimes. I swear I tried to take a picture of that from a different angle, but okay. Okay. That's why we check, because we gotta burn through the batteries. Yes, here's where it all gets sent out and put onto the grid. Yeah, remember synchronization. There are 2 synchroscopes in the control room. Use them before you do this. Yeah, that's telling you to do the synchro stuff, which I've done. So, we're ready to go here. Ready to operate. These are, like, disconnect switches, but... Oh.
They should pay me.
There you go. They should pay you more. There you go. Right, the hydroelectric dam is now running and on the grid. It was just sitting here doing nothing before. Yes, we'll circle around to where that other entrance, or where that other exit takes us. But for now, sawmill and phone call. And here's where the logs, they literally do get floated down the river, and they'd be picked up here.
Hey,
And then there's
so
that
I
blocker.
finished surveying the dam. It was in pretty bad shape. The generator room's badly flooded.
Huh. Good thing that the place was on our list.
Yeah. Also, the dam wasn't even connected to the grid anymore. I managed to reconnect it, though.
Wait, so you connected a flooded dam to the grid?
Mm-hmm.
Is that such a good idea?
I don't see why not. Anyway,
Yeah, sure.
I'm heading on to survey the
It's not going to overload the grid, is it? If it breaks down, it breaks down.
Down there.
It was going to happen anyway. Might as well get the extra power now. Can only help as far as I see it. Yeah, right. Yeah, the other end of the whole sawmill arc, the wood arc. And check it out, it's a funicular. This is how I learned what accuravators are actually called. I always call them accuravators, but they're funiculars. Still an elevator though, so it's not going to work. Spoilers. Still cool though. Every game's got to have one, especially Source Engine games. Fun and educational. Exactly. You learn so much playing Infra.
Shit.
Yep.
Definitely not getting paid enough for this shit.
Elevators simply never work. I remember this. I think you can drop this through the floor. Yeah. I don't think they take credit away from us for doing that, because it does give us access to an area, I think is the idea. And thank you for the coolant as well, Gal. One sec. So they'd be running the wood through here. Bollocks sugar flakes. 50% sugar. 50% flakes, I would hope. Stall big time. So this is 1982. No, okay, yeah. Hammer Valley Hydro files for bankruptcy. That was 1982. So that means Stallbig Steel was also in the 80s. So it's not recent. Shit really has been sitting for this long. No wonder there were problems getting logs through. The second biggest energy maker in Stolberg region collapses after just 6 months after it took new ownership. Hammer Valley Hydro Limited has filed for bankruptcy yesterday with no further warning. The future of the multiple power plants operated by the company is still unknown. CEO of Hammer Valley Hydro, Alex Hartman, was not reached for commenting. Biggest owner of the company, industrial investor Walter Co., issued a short statement apologizing for the current situation and loss of jobs. City of Stolberg officials have been called to an emergency meeting later today to discuss the future of Stolberg's energy production. It's got to have something to do with the NPP, right? Was it all just to approve the nuclear power plant shutting down like other shit within the city, particularly power generation, maybe? The Falklands War ends in Argentine surrender. Just to place you in time a bit more. Commander of the Argentine garrison in Stanley, General Mario Menendez, surrendered to the Major General Jeremy Moore of the British forces at 9 p.m. last evening local time. The war, which began on April 2nd and lasted 74 days, has resulted in heavy losses for both sides. Material losses are also significant for both parties. Relations between the two nations are left severely damaged, and the tension in the area remains at large. Experts warn that the situation remains particularly risky. Saudi Arabia crowns a new king. Fahd bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud was crowned the new king of Saudi Arabia after the passing of his brother, Khalid bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. Fahd is expected to continue on his brother's footsteps, heavily developing the nation. Newest addition to the Stolberg metro system, the East Port Line closes completion as the boring work of the tunnels was finished yesterday. No work that allows train to run is boring. The new line, which will be an extension of the existing Obensour fish market line, that's the first. Well, we've heard open sewer, but this is the first time hearing Obensour, is expected to open in January 1983. Stolberg planning to reorganize its waste collection and management, and the second game of FIFA World Cup 1982 ends in a tie. I assume a lot of this news is real. I mean, obviously, the Falklands stuff. I don't know the rest. Italy and Poland played a 0-0 game at Balaido Stadion in Vigo on the second game of the 1982 FIFA World Cup. Stadium was fully packed with 33,000 attendances. Okay, Stolberg times.
Fascinating.
Yeah, 1982. All the details are just completely locked in. I love that. So yeah, this place has probably been abandoned since the 80s too. But we know that small power plant at the start was still being checked on as recently as 2003. So it's not like everything around here has been completely abandoned for that entire time. And we know Hartman was in and out of his office for a while. Who knows how recently. But again, the NPP. Walter mentions the NPP on his conspiracy board, so he must have been coming back here for years. Because that only started up in the early 2000s, and all this shit was in the 80s. Let's get all these doors open. Don't have a key for that, but I think we will. Here we are, this room. There's some Half-Lifing to do in here. It's just here again. Now, remember, this is an openable type of light. Finland!
Some flashlight batteries now.
Finland mentioned. Remember to give letters to AH. Yes, we can do some climbing, some mantling, if you will. Uh-huh. We can get some of these boxes and throw them down here. We can get over to the other side, where all the booze is. Hopefully our boy Mark isn't too much of an alcoholic. You can't drink most of the beer that you find in this game. You would get fucked if you could. And there's a key. Which opens this and this door over here as well, I think. No, it doesn't, actually. Here's that room. I don't know if we get access to that one. No access to it from here. Or from up above, I don't think. It's just that one door. I don't remember if we got into there. It's the kind of game where the usual thing in Half-Life 2 Source Engine games in general is you have doors with door handles that can be interacted with, and then doors without door handles which can't. And this game does do that, at least a little bit, but not too much. Like a lot less than something like Half-Life 2. What a nice little spot this is. I thought that was like an old abandoned shack. I think it's just a bridge. And sometimes doors are just off their hinges, but that's allowed. Notes. Take loan for toll and taxes. Done. Send $500,000. Done. Send timber shipment. Done. Receive money. Pay logs. Pay debts. Oh no. Dear sir, I am MM, and I wanted to contact you as representative of Walter Construction Corporation's Foreign Developments branch with business proposal. We have a major construction project going on here, and we're looking for good quality timber products to be used at our construction. We're asking you to send us a shipment of your Ute best quality timber. We're offering you $2.5 million for your shipment. We need $500,000 for special timber import toll and for special taxes for getting timber safely here. You can find proper table of ordered items, shipping address, spelled wrong, and information along with my bank details for the special taxes and tolls. And they did transfer the money. Oh, we can see her name over there, Mohin Muhal. Or whoever's sending it. So yeah. It seems like they got scammed all to fuck. Like, we don't know exactly what was going on between Hammer Valley Hydro and Walter the company, at this point. But we know they were absolutely doing shit here. Like, they were reaching out to this company to get them to send $500,000 with the promise of getting way more back, and then they just never did. It's like, it's hard to say what they did first, because it seems like, I mean, they may have been having issues with the client in the first place, but the fact that the dam shut down is what prevented the logs from being passed through to get to the sawmill, so they couldn't provide the wood. So I guess they just knew that they were fucking over the dam, and they saw an opportunity to make some money off the logging company as well. That shit's evil.
Looks like they never received payment for their lumber.
Very fucked. Yeah, it's a lot of that kind of thing. Given that what we're exploring is primarily abandoned places of work and business. We're going to see a lot of people whose lives have been ruined in this place. This is what I mean with the door handleless door. Don't touch that broken cable when all lights are on. Make sure it doesn't touch anything. I don't know where it is, but there is a broken cable going into the water. We need to run. Or else we die there. But we want the power on. Power on is good. I don't think it does much for us further back, because it's very analog back there. But over here? Yeah, that's just the way out. I don't remember if there's a... Is there a key for that door? I feel like I'm missing something in here. I know we got that one key from that little bit we had to climb up to. Is there another bit like that, or am I insane? Yeah, we've been up there. Yeah. Nab these boxes so we can climb back up there real quick. Yeah. It doesn't matter if you find every key and open up every available route, because there are so many routes to take. The game is very, very good with that kind of thing. Like, we don't have to go through the sawmill. The sawmill's completely optional. Yeah, I should be able to do this with the number of boxes I have. Yeah, just add another one on top there, and it will get us up. There you go. And then mantle away, my son. It didn't even work. Damn it. Oh well. We can just go around this way. Again, you know, that door bothers me. Very high replay value. Exactly, exactly. There are 3 different endings. I think 3, maybe 4. I'm not sure. Because there's an ending for, like, you barely took any pictures. There's an ending for you took a lot of pictures. And there's an ending for, like, things going very bad. To say it without any spoilers. Like an ending of you fucked up real bad. And then there's a secret... It's not a secret ending, I don't think, but there's a secret bit where you have to have done a whole bunch of things right throughout the game, and then you get access to another little room with lore at the end, something like that, which I did not get on my first playthrough. So, and I don't know if we'll get it now because I'm not like perfectly following a guide or anything. We may look into that stuff when we get to an ending. And now we've made it out. Simple as that. So yeah, if we had gone out the other way, without going through where all the puzzle stuff is, we would have ended out on this side, basically. The Hammer Valley Sawmill. This is very Alan Wake 1, isn't it? These signs. Logging in the wilderness. Hammer Valley Sawmill was built in 1924. Situated far away from any existing industry, the place was chosen because of its rapids, allowing for a free source of energy. The river was also used for timber rafting from the logging zones upstream. This reminded me of the whole, like, the backstory of with Bright Springs and the whole mining industry of the past before all that went to shit. It doesn't come up much in, like, 2 or anything. The sawmill operations halted in 1959 when it was burned badly. Operation continued when 3 years later in 1962 when the rebuilt sawmill opened at the same time as the Hammer Valley Dam. The dam has a log chute, which allows the operation of the sawmill without disturbance. Nowadays, the sawmill is doing better than ever and works in close cooperation with the dam, providing valuable jobs for the local population. Not anymore. Not at all anymore. This shit's all out of date. I guess the only people coming out here either don't give a shit or, I mean, still don't give a shit, but are out here producing moonshine, whatever the hell they're doing. Yeah, a nice moment. Even though this place is fucked up. Bunch of crap on the roof of that building over there. Probably just some rocks that fell down. And I assume that's the log chute. I think we need to get a picture of that, actually, because it's broken off. And yeah, you know, I'm going to go explore over that way, in that ranger cabin over there, but you don't need to. I'm a completionist, so I want to go everywhere, and I want to show everything there is to show. Or I can, with this game, but you don't need to. Like, the fact that it's all opt-in is what makes it meaningful, I think. The power of the future. Construction of the Hammer Valley Dam started in 1959, and it was completed 3 years later in 1962. The dam itself is a slightly curved, concrete gravity dam with a height of nearly 40 meters. The generator hall houses 2 generators attached to Kaplan-style turbines, producing 35 megawatts of power each. Total generating capacity of the dam is 70 megawatts. Hammer Valley Dam is owned and operated by Hammer Valley Hydro Limited. The company also built the famous Two Gorges Dam, located 12 kilometers southwest in Baltusfell, and operates several smaller-scale hydroelectric power plants in the Stolberg region. So it is all the same company. Alex Hartman, CEO of Hammer Valley Hydro, hopes that in the future, 50% of the electricity in Stolberg is produced with hydroelectric power. It's certainly not the case now. And they were saying it's like the nuclear power plant up to this point was doing like in the hundreds, and then the third reactor was gonna like do even more and be even better. So I don't know why the dam would be an obstacle to the nuclear power plant if it's able to produce so much, why they'd want to shut it down. And yeah, look, some weird code shit. F4, 3 words. Our flying friends in action. Hammer Valley is known for its diverse wildlife. The area is especially popular among birdwatchers. Several different species can be spotted, some of them being rare in Stolberg, such as the three-toed woodpecker. Wow. Wonder why they call it that. Neat. Anyway, let's check out that ranger hut. Well, yes, like, there are... Even in a smaller scale like this, there are parts of the game where you're kind of, you might get a key, or you might find a code, or you might flip a switch that will become relevant down the line that isn't immediately relevant. I don't remember if the ranger... I think the ranger station is one of those. It would make sense, right? Let's, wander over this way. This isn't... Yeah, we're on the other side of the river from the actual dam, but might as well see what's down here, if anything. Never know when there might be more secret caves. Yeah, that chute is fucked, but I think maybe we need to get closer to it if we're to take a picture. Because we took a picture of this, which is like, I guess supposed to block stuff from flowing, maybe, probably. I don't think there's a secret cave here, is there? It's just that one. We'll get more secret caves. Don't you worry about that. I guess we'll be going back this way, so I can save that for later. That's not good. Oh, need to reload.
3 packs left.
Wouldn't actually let me take the picture when I'm that low. Yeah, no trespassing. Door just fucking left open. I wish we could take a picture of stuff like that. But it's not something that needs to be repaired. It's just bad behavior, I guess. Being irresponsible. Yeah, we can't get a shot of that chute from here, so we might have to go back through here. Because we can get outside here. That would give us a good angle on it. Yeah. No, not photographable. So maybe when I took the picture from the other side, that was for this. Maybe, or all counts as one thing. It's not giving me the photo up now, so I'm not going to worry about it anymore. Let's see what's going on over here. You gotta assume the ranger station is still in use, right? You know, not necessarily has someone in it all the time, but like... We're at least taking care of our national parks, right? We're not taking care of our infrastructure, so why would we be? Hammer Valley Guard. No one answering the door. The force of flowing water. The origin story of Hammer Valley is a great example of forces of nature at play. Presumably, yeah, it's a national park, and presumably it's accessible to the public. Well, not right now, because there's a tree down over there, but given that these signs are here, right? Thousands of years, the water has flown through the area, slowly carving its way through the bedrock. Softer segments of the bedrock have eroded away faster, giving the valley its distinctive appearance. The river flowing through the valley originally took a sharp turn west of here, through the Old Gorge and Black Gorge. About 7,000 years ago, the waters finally broke through the rock, a few hundred meters south of here. Hammer Grip Gorge, the most spectacular of the gorges in the area, was formed. Hammerfall Rapids had the tallest waterfall in the Stolberg region, along with impressive rapids. Mighty flows were tamed when the Hammer Valley Dam was opened in 1962. At the same time, the river was guided into the Bergman water tunnel south of the Hammer Grip Gorge. There's the map again. There's where we are. There's where we're going. Cave. Well, there's so many, like, named places. Like Hammer Handle, Hammer Grip. It's all themed. Hammer Claw. I'm not seeing the hammer, to be honest with you, but it's cool. Welcome to Hammer Valley. Hammer Valley National Park was established in 1965, shortly after the Hammer Valley Dam was built. The mission of the park is preserving the extraordinary nature of the area, or what's left of it, for the coming generations. The park is maintained by the Ministry of National Forests and Wilderness. There are 15 kilometers of marked hiking routes surrounding the valley. Tracks vary between easy to medium in difficulty. The steepest slopes have stairs to reduce the erosion of the ground. Please stick to the marked routes when possible. Some notable places around the valley are the Hammer Gorge with its vertical walls reaching heights of nearly 30 meters, and the Hammer Neck Hill with its spectacular views over the valley and surrounding forests. Great virtual outdoors experience this game must have been for many. Yeah, it was for me, as someone who doesn't get out much. I live for this. It's almost as much of virtual tourism as something like Yakuza is, really. But as more of a linear and much more rural thing by comparison. But in a sense, it's very similar. Yeah. All right, we saw this ladder on the way in. This place is so easy to break into. You just leave this open. I've got more of the fucking moonshine stuff. Bottles. So, the park ranger or whatever might have been in on it.
No one has lived here for a while. That's for sure.
Yeah, no one's been here for ages. Even effectively, the national park is abandoned. I wish I could take that flashlight. Give me that.
Left.
So yeah, stuff timestamped 1982, which is, I think, it was around when the big bankruptcy stuff happened. Some random tourist was lost in the woods. Took me 7 hours to find him. 7 hours! Spent the night kicking drunk teens out of the premises. Oh great, the Hammer Valley, the HVH dam will be closed permanently in 1 week. Just bought lots of beer. This will be a good day. Just bought something, drinks. Thought my life was going to be like an empty Osmo Olut bottle. When the Hartman Company went bankrupt, that idiot entrusted some of his money to me. He told me where he hid the money, but I was too drunk to remember where. I know I should probably lay off the beer, but come on, it's Osmo Olut, the best beer in the world. I'm going to keep looking for that stash. Once I find it, I'm spending all of it, every last penny, on beer. Yes, that's right. There is a stash of money to be found. I think that is in another cave somewhere, and that's why I was thinking that. That's probably the key for this place. Yeah. And then we've got a cave key and sawmill key. Ah, yeah. So if you come out this way, you can, that opens... Ooh, yeah, that probably unlocks the front door, or the front gate, to the sawmill. I wonder if it does that other door we couldn't open inside the sawmill. I don't know why the guard here would have keys for that. He's not really a park ranger. It says Hammer Valley Guard. And I guess he was trusted enough by Hartman for him to tell him where his money is stashed. So I guess maybe he was employed by the hydro company. There you go. But of course it would be power locked from the inside, so I don't really know what the value of approaching it from that angle is. Because you can't get in? Strange. Yeah, what about this door? Nope, shit's just locked. Okay, I don't think we get in that one then. Drives me insane, though. Just, hold on. Let me Google it, actually. I should Google these things instead of just moving on from them. Infra. Sawmill. Locked door. Yes, one locked door in the corridor. I've never been able to open it. You cannot go through this door. Just opens to a brick wall. Oh. Okay, yeah, no. It's nothing. It's nothing. But now I know. Now I know that it's nothing. Turn that spending a successful bar, it'd be worth. I don't get the sense that's what he would be using it for, but you're right. Many aren't so responsible. Right, let's make our way here. Yeah, I think it is up ahead. It's like somewhere before the Bergman Tunnel. Where you can find the stash of money. Really is a spectacular spot. These high rock faces. Oh, and here it's like, hey, you gotta go get the key from the... Yeah, keys to the cave can be requested from the Forest Guard's cottage. So you do have to go there. But you could ignore the sawmill. Sawmill, totally skippable. Don't think I see or remember anything else amiss. I don't think... Yeah, we're not hitting a point of no return, but we are... It is certainly a transitory point going into the cave. Or through the cave. Oh, no, it is a load zone. Can we just go back? Yeah, we can. Yeah. The bar scene / Sinatra song was playing in 2049. Imagine opening a bar named Dukes or Chuds. Yeah, that's good. Okay. That? Oh, it's just a glow stick. No, not yet.
Really does have some cool caves.
That's got to be recent, right? I feel like we should get a picture of that, but I guess it's not full of anything. A mysterious green glow. Have another glow stick. Let me in. Aha. Another key. Unmarked. I only vaguely remember what that key is for. There's a lot of keys, and a lot of them are unmarked. We were lucky to get those ones just now, like the cave key and the sawmill key. Oh, hello. Hans, I'm looking for ways to enter the tunnel. The flood door seems to be locked tight, but I did find an elevator in that old building with the pumping station. What do you say? Should we check it out? I know what you're thinking, but I'm sure those stories about the old tunnel are just urban legend. Anyway, there might actually be something useful there. I'll see you at the elevator, Lucas. Those old urban legends, huh? I'm sure they're right. I'm sure it is just old urban legends. Whatever it is. Whatever lurks down there. I'm sure it doesn't exist. Yeah. There's a structure up there. No idea what that is. It might just be more like residences for local workers. Alright. I genuinely swear to God. I think this happened to me when I streamed it the first time too. Seeing this building, I genuinely felt my heart sink. Like I felt a pit open in my stomach seeing this building. It is that good. That's how fucking good this game is, man. Fuck this place. It's amazing, but fuck this place. Oh boy. Let's look around outside first. No men in suits in the distance. God, that would be terrifying. This game had like a G-Man sighting equivalent in it. Yeah, let's check downstairs first if we're going in. Oh, this is important. I'm getting a screenshot of that. Missing my dock. There's an achievement associated. I think I got it, but there's a further achievement beyond where we got to that is reliant on you getting the first achievement. Missing my dock. Last seen. She disappeared. Something. Drank too much mushroom tea. She's made of wood and has blue pontoons. Reward. Tea party with me and my dock. At my cottage. Please call that number. Keep that number in mind. Alright. Step over the threshold.
Oh, smells like something died in here.
It does. It does smell like something died in here. Hey, I remember there was a hidden bear in here. You schmunkin' one. It's cool art. Still power to so many of these places, though. Okay, I think this is what the unmarked key was for. The one in the cave. Here we go.
What the fuck? Is that a corpse?
Yep. That's a dead body. Missable. Completely optional.
Hey, I found a dead body.
Fucking change of tone.
I'm serious.
You mean like a dead animal?
No, I'm pretty sure this is a dead guy.
That's unsettling. I'll call the cops and they'll come check it out. Can you give me the precise location?
This is some sort of building after the cave when coming from the dam. It's just before the Bergman tunnels.
Yeah, I know the place. Anyway, I'm sure the cops will figure out what happened to the guy. Just continue on to the tunnels.
All right, if you say so.
And that's it. Like, take a picture for the dark web. But that's it. You find a dead body. It's fucked up and disturbing. You have an uncomfortable call with your boss. He says he'll call the police. And that's that. Yeah, alone like this. Yeah. No idea. We don't learn who this person is. We don't learn how they died, why they were here alone, why they were covered with a tarp. Which, to me, kind of gives the vibe of, like, someone did that after they died, and then just didn't report it. But, like, that's it. It's like, that is the kind of, the shit that really hits me with this game. It's all well and good, you know, you may lose your life getting rubble dropped on your head, and you've got all this shit that's broken down, and there's a conspiracy, ooh. But, you know, sometimes you just go urbexing and you find a dead body. And you kind of just have to deal with that and then move on with your life afterwards. It's such an effective moment. I love it so much. It's horrific. Run a gangster until they find a corpse. Exactly. And thank you for the coolant in the stretch. Go. Ugh. But yeah, assuming I do everything right on this run, we will get that, like, times 100 down the line. It's going to be great. Alrighty. Nothing seems to be working in the tunnel anymore. Almost all the flood doors are stuck and have missing valves. Surely Robin, we'll hear more about Robin, must have hidden them somewhere around here. Fortunately, I'll be retiring soon. Then Robin can deal with this mess on his own. Can't wait to see his stupid face when he hears about this. Eric. So it might be Eric. That might be Eric's corpse. And maybe Robin is the one who left the tarp on him. Because I think we're going to be hearing more about both of them. That's where we are. So maybe, but I don't know if we get any hard confirmation.
4 packs of camera batteries.
Nice. Alright, puzzle time. Aww. Sword. A grape has cooked. To pinch, press lion to return to plunger. Or press jowl plus wheelbarrow plus nurse to forecast your goatee. If you do this, you will lose any possible arrows in naughty banjos. Error 51. D81C. Firecracker. Press any key to continue. Thanks. And then you can just press button and it dies. True. Right. So here's where we are and where we're going. We need to get some doors open. Oh, I guess that's Pete's cottage. That building. We don't get to go there, but it is named. So, we want to open the flood doors. Don't use blue, so we need to hit orange. Blue seems to be broken. So we need to... There is a sequence here that we need to follow. And it's this whole thing here. You see that if this light is open, or this light is on, you can open the tunnel door. So I guess we need to set it to orange and then set the appropriate configuration on the panel. Remember to turn the switches to match the right color code. Right. So A1 right, B1 down, B2 down, B3 right, C3 right, D3 down, D4 down. There you go. Simple as that. The puzzle game, man. The puzzles will get harder. This is a promise. Okay, I think we've cleared this place out. Dead body and all. Not going to stick around long enough for the cops to show up. Not that I think we'd be suspected in any way to begin with, you know. It's no doubt on record we're here for very legitimate reasons. And I imagine the body's been there long enough that they wouldn't think we did it. Turned. You're blue now. He's blue for an amazing reason. Got auto-balanced. And yeah, that is what we just opened, that door. I think? Unless it's a different thing. But we opened the way through.
Someone should get that fixed.
I have no idea what this place is supposed to be. No signage or anything. Just fucked. Okay, so yeah, we're not going to hit a point of no return until we go into the tunnels. And I have a vague recollection of where the secret money stash is.
The old Bergman water tunnel. Let's see how this place is doing.
God, it's pretty.
I wouldn't get my hopes up.
It's fucked, but it's pretty.
I'm pretty sure that's not meant to be like that.
Oh yeah, no guardrails, that's bad. Oh, I see that geocache there. Yeah. I remember we had to go to the
Well, that's a good start.
the other side of the tunnel. It's time for claustrophobia. You know, we've had gorgeous ass, almost Alan Wake 1-esque rural, you know, natural park environments. Now it's time to go to hell.
That's not good.
I guess we jump down here, but what if I go up here? I think it's around here somewhere. There's a path this way. That bodes well. An abandoned chainsaw. Oh no, a little camping spot. Cool. I think it's around here somewhere. I think it is. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Hartman's cash stash. That's someone... located to the right of the abandoned campfire. Apparently. Okay. Love being able to find info immediately. To the right of the abandoned campfire. Right, how? It is an achievement thing, so I should probably just look up the achievement. Oh, no, there it is. Is that to the right? Okay, whatever.
Looks like those unmarked keys from the forest had to use after all.
There you go, and there's a shitload of money and booze, which we're just not taking. Come on, Mark, you could be made, but he's too good at his job. He cares too much. This is the acquisition sum of my company. If I want to be able to track down Walter, I need to keep this outside of any official accounting in order to avoid any unwanted attention. I can use this money for bribery, should it ever come to that. Either way, a pretty strange choice to pay such a large sum in cash. There's definitely something fishy going on. Playing this by his own rules and with his money. Hartman. Yeah, it's just there.
That's a lot of money.
Anyone could have come here and stumbled upon this. I guess you would need the key, is the thing. You would need to have broken into the ranger station and stolen the key. And then stumble upon this, or, you know, be following the same leads to end up at this point. And, you know, barely anyone's been out here. Maybe there's some moonshining. Maybe there have been some workers, you know, handling various things, like with the Bergman tunnel. But no one sought that out. And, you know, the one guy who knew, the forest guard,
Geocache.
was just blackout drunk the whole time. So, just was never able to find it. They may have gone and looked. But presumably they gave up at some point because they left the key behind. Right. Now let's get out of here. Or into here. Into the tunnels. Nightmarish place. I'm going to be using the flashlight a lot more. There we go. Yeah, I know about so much of this stuff. Imagine how much of this you miss on a blind playthrough. Just because you don't know. Like, you might go out to the right there, the way we did on the other side of the tunnel. And be like, oh yeah, there's a geocache. That's all that's there. That's why you're supposed to go there. And then immediately go back. You just don't figure out the stuff with the key. Robin! If you've lost your keys again, you need to open FB12 and turn on A2, B1, and C3. Okay. I'm just gonna go turn a bunch of shit on until things work out for me. Ah, right. That's FB12. So which ones do we need again? A2, B1, C3. A2, B1, C3. Job's a good one. And yeah, like this kind of environment and some of the stuff we see later really gives me like old Aperture vibes. Portal 2 old Aperture. A little bit. Right, this door. Here's a map of the area. So where are we now? We're... Because the bottom left is where we're going to leave from. Elevator to the surface. Here's a map of all the things that are broken. Some other points of interest too. Eric. Yeah, don't go here. We're going to go there. That's the Easter egg. We're going to go there. We have to find a code and find a fuse, and we have an alternate exit, which is an Easter egg. I assume we're out on the right. Yeah, it's got to be that exit. That looks like where we entered the tunnels from. Yeah, and we're at the door controls now. That's right. The blocked door is up ahead of us. There's a broken freight elevator, flooded area. The break room area with storage and key holder, but it's missing keys. Pipe room. There's an office. This tunnel is in very bad condition. The stairs to the surface. The floodgates. Some of the buttons don't work, and the floodgates are in very bad condition. And again, don't go here. But when do I ever listen to what I'm
I
told?
have 5 packs of camera batteries now.
And then this. You need to reset the controls after using the levers. Robin, fix this. And then there's a smiley face. Okay. Okay, there's the reset button. I mean, it's door 2, so do we want to do that? Probably flip the doors. Oh! Yeah, there you go. I should be an electrician. Because I'll just turn everything else on. Maybe flip the other levers too. Urbex will continue until morale improves, until the infrastructural situation of Stahlberg improves. I don't know if that's opened or activated anything else, but we're in. I think we can crouch under this. No. Worth checking out.
I have 5 packs of flashlight batteries now.
Yeah, we are not down here with proper ear protection, by the way. That doesn't look like it'll ever be openable. Ooh. Very, very UV-colored lighting. Any of this fucked? I need to sweep the area. Don't get complacent. The blocked exit. That is a safety hazard. Should be able to take a picture of that. But no. Oof. The fucking vibes, dude. I gotta get a screenshot of that. Ugh. That is where you don't want to see, like, a figure standing and then immediately walk away when you notice them. They've got the music down here for it, too. Flickering lights and all. You know, Robin was down here at some point. Eric might be dead. But you never know. You never really know if you're alone in places like this. That's one of the equal parts frightening and compelling things about Urbex. You might just run into a homeless person. Someone might stab you. All good. This is the break room. Keys. Door A2 and door D4. Nice. fucking toilet's got no goddamn handle on it.
The Bergman Group was
Oh.
a great company.
Guess Walter came through here.
founded by Eric Kleinman and Xander Berg.
Hmm.
I'd say that company played a big part in rebuilding the city. But somehow, Walter managed to take all the credit for that. Anyway, Xander Berg was a vital part of that company. When he disappeared, the Bergman Group started having trouble staying afloat. Ultimately, the other shareholders forced Kleinman to sell his share of the company.
Yeah. Your board said Kleinman was unemployed.
Broken man.
Yeah.
Now Kleinman clearly needs someone to guide him.
That's why everyone should make like a Betro cop and carry a stun baton. Yeah!
Full of great things.
I feel like that would be a good idea for the job. I guess he's got the flashlight you could just club someone with, but...
Intriguing.
You know, going into a place like this, especially when it's been abandoned for decades. My nuts. You never know what you're gonna run into. People could be squatting here,
That's 6 packs of camera batteries.
and they might not be so happy about you being here. Okay, that is fucked. Yeah, red light. The light is red, the area behind the door may be flooded, or the door may be having technical difficulties. It cannot be opened. So, that no work. Gotta give him the old Benjamin Franklin. Yeah. This was well lit though, so we'll probably need it. Oh! Fuse spotted. Taking that with me. I think there's multiple spots where you can get one, and we're only gonna need it at the end. But I'm bringing that thing with me. Yeah, this... Yeah, we also didn't need the valve here, but I'm sure it's gonna come in handy. There you go. This one doesn't actually close behind you. We are completely trapped in here, by the way. I think when you first come in, obviously the door was descending. Yeah, we don't need to plug it in here. Could we, though? No. But yeah, we are in here. This is where we are now. We have to go forward. We cannot go back. What a terrifying place to be trapped. It's another flow control thing. Or water flow monitor, rather.
Another one fixed.
I think there's like 4 of these in part 1 of the game, and there's an achievement for doing them all. Ah, yes, this bit. We need to lower this bridge. The yellow wires are leading into this, so I think if we yellow it, this will work. No. There's something with these codes. This is like actually a part of the puzzle. So... Oh, right, yes, we have to hit these buttons, too. So, yeah, we want S1U and S2D. So S1U is E2, and S2D is E4 and E5. So now if we hit that button, it should work. No. Alright. Oh! No, yeah, I'm goated and gaming. Oh! Made it. There you go. Just some booze up here. I'm polluting. And we're still close enough to the entrance. We can see where we came in. Just a little bit. You played this game, Hightown Ram? Yes, I have. I've done a full playthrough of this game many years ago. And then 5 years ago, when I first started streaming, this was the first game I
5
streamed.
packs of batteries left.
And I'm finally back to it to finish, like, do the playthrough from scratch. But I know this game. I adore this game. Fuse keeps making you think of yeah, Rainbow Six, because Fuse is a character in Siege, yeah. Something like this would be great for an R6 campaign. Would be cool. I would totally be down for a tactical shooter in this kind of environment. For sure. Robin, don't climb on the roof again. Right, that's why I wanted to climb on the roof. Okay, and now we need blue to get the other thing going. I think we may actually need to go on the roof if that door doesn't open. But yes, blue. Is it just the other two? Just reverse it? I'm not even going to look. Second playthrough is where we find more secrets. Absolutely. Yeah. I know where so much more stuff is in comparison. You know, like we just found the secret money stash. I'm gonna do the secret in here, which is why I'm bringing this fuse with me. Okay, so now we need to do that. And I'll quick save because I want to bring both these things with me. Ooh! Oh, shit. I don't know if that got dropped into the drink. We'll just have to find out. Definitely a better way of doing this. A better way of getting a fuse, for sure. I get the sense that the valve got dropped into the water, so... Okay, quick save like that. There you go. Clean. Strand like infra game would be like Stalker, but repairing things to improve the setting collectively. That would be really sick. I would go in for that. Like doing odd jobs in a hostile environment. Like a Stalker style setting, but with gameplay like this. Maybe some combat. Kind of just makes me want to play Metro, honestly. Playing 52 card pickup, huh? Anything around here that wants photographing? Seems okay. There we go. Hey. That's not good. And this absolutely wants reloading.
Still 4 packs left.
There we go.
3 packs.
But yeah, as I've said, did I just accidentally reload twice? Uh-oh. That's fine. Yeah, as I've said many a time, this is one of my favorite games ever. I love it so much. Like, I've got such an attachment to the Source engine, Half-Life 2, and, you know, Urban Decay because of Half-Life 2. So that when this game came along, it felt like a dream, a wish had been fulfilled for this game to exist. Fixing up stuff like electric systems so people can set ambushes for the mutants. Yeah! Being a post-apocalyptic engineer could be neat. Bergman, the foundation of tomorrow. Get closer to that. Bergman Group leads the world with his... What does that say? That doesn't look like a word. Innovations. It's innovations. Innovations and technologies for underground constructions. You're probably standing on one of our constructions right now reading this advert. So contact us and join the future today. I have my camera out. Jesus. Aha! New B2 code, 4027. That is the code that we need for the Easter egg. Sleep. Yeah, new B2 code. Buy food and cigarettes. Something. Fix floodgates. Later. Drinking. Retire! That might have been Eric. Well, yeah, Eric was retiring, so Eric probably wrote these. Milk, bread, beer, Pantica. Remember to feed the cat. What cat?
Interesting.
I was probably photographing the document, not the cat, but it counted. Whatever.
Ooh. 4 packs of flashlight batteries.
Eric Kleinman. I got some evidence of Zanderberg's disappearance from a reliable source. It appears to be true that Jeff Walter really did kidnap Berg. He needed him for some secret project. Mayor Altmaier either didn't know anything about it or he was lying. But the governor might know something. Because he supported Walter's secret project before Walter disappeared. We need to get some information out of him. There's also that cop, Max Kohler, who's leading the investigation of Walter's disappearance. He might actually be one of Walter's henchmen. If that's true, he probably knows where he's hiding. Indeed, indeed. So we will remember that number, and we will hold on to our fuse. Right, how are we doing this? That doesn't tell us how to do this. Oh, that just opens. We need to go figure it out. Okay. I love flinging. I love Source Engine. Okay, we have... Oh, careful. We have the key for that. But this is locked. This goes to the end of the area. So I don't know if that's going to open for us. I don't know if it does, but it takes a key, so you'd think it would do something, right? But I'll bring these with me for safety. That's locked, though. Need to figure out how to get the flood doors open. There's a newspaper. I'll leave these here, because I know we're going in there. I think there might be another fuse in that hallway. Anything that looks bad over here? A lot of the actual... I mean, a lot of the structure right now looks pretty good. We'll see how that goes. Bergman Group's shady downfall raises new questions. That's 1980. That's like a couple of years before the dam went under. Bankruptcy of the Swiss-based underground construction specialist has taken yet another strange turn, with accusations of substandard working conditions and work quality. Stolberg's fresh water tunnel project halted. Who will take care of the tunnels in the future? Sudden bankruptcy of the Swiss-based tunnel boring specialist Bergman Group less than a week ago is getting more shady by the minute. The latest scandal surrounding the company unfolded as two workers of the Stolberg's freshwater tunnel project opened up about the inferior working conditions on the project site. The bedrock on the work site is weak, and the support work for the project was substandard. We were in constant danger of being crushed by stray boulders, says a Bergman Group worker who didn't want his name published. Could be Eric or Robin. Maybe. I don't know. Accusations of poor working conditions and rushed preparation work are yet another turn of events in this Stolberg's biggest closure since the Second World War. The workers also said they were pressured into staying quiet about the problems. Bergman Group was founded in the late 1800s by Edward Kleinman as Kleinman Bauausführung in St. Gallen, Switzerland. It was an ordinary construction company, but they soon expanded into the nether and ultimately became one of Europe's leading specialists in tunnel boring and underground construction. During the interwar period, Bergman Group developed a series of defensive bunkers for the Swiss government, as well as the longest railroad tunnel in history through the Alps. After the Second World War, the company was taken over by Edward's son, Erich Kleinman, who soon teamed up with an innovative scientist, Zander Berg. The company changed its name and started to invest heavily on R&D. One of the biggest innovations was a textile-reinforced concrete, which is a mix of steel and titanium. This innovation reinforced Bergman Group's status as the underground construction leader. I mean, presumably Zander Berg doesn't seem to be a hack. He seems to be important, like the structure. It was a long time ago these structures were built. It's understandable that they're going to shit. It's not like bad materials. That's more dry than my DMs. That's rude. Don't know why you would say that, but you chose to. You chose to say that. That says things about you, I think. In 1977, Zander Berg disappeared without a trace with all his research. Just a few weeks before his disappearance, he had made reports about a new innovation that, in his own words, would have changed the building world forever. With the absence of Berg, the company had nothing to show for its huge R&D efforts. At the same time, the company ran into problems with big public projects in West Germany. Shareholders lost their faith in Kleinman in early 1979 and forced him to sell the company to industrial investor Jeff Walter. During his command, Bergman Group started construction of Stolberg's new freshwater tunnel system. The contract also included a maintenance plan for the next 25 years. Less than a year after the construction started, the company filed for bankruptcy. What will happen to the construction work for the tunnels is still unknown. The tunnel project won't be cancelled, as assures Adolf Altmaier, mayor of Stolberg. Shifting at the edge of the screen makes it seem like you're suspended high up. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Fascinating.
Okay. That doesn't get us a lead on how we open this door, though. Don't remember how we do this one. Obviously, we need a code. We need the code, but I don't see anything written for it. Not this. Oh wait, is it? Oh, is it the fucking thing back at the start? I can't get back there though. To actually read the key. Gotta be something. Just don't remember how to do this one. Yeah, that I can check. I think it closed behind me, right? It did. And I wouldn't be able to go back anyway because it's that door's stuck. Oh, we can just trial and error it. Oh, and it was D4, wasn't it? Was the one that we were trying to open. Oh shit, right, that's a timing-based thing. Oh, it's D5, that one. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so it'll stay open for a moment and then start closing. Seems kind of dangerous, if you ask me. And it seems we can open it, or maybe we can't open it from the other side, but what about this? Uh-huh. Hopefully that's a good spend of my valve. I love valve puzzles. Yeah, that's just a little dead-end room with some lore and stuff.
5 packs of flashlight batteries now.
Robin, stop leaving important technical documents wherever you decide to have a break. I'm tired of going through the premises looking for them. Those are important documents. We're not going to be able to use these old systems if we lose the documents. Don't lose them. But anyway, I started going through those Bergman documents I found. There was some news article about Xander Berg's disappearance, and something about Eric Kleiman's father, Edward. I think the most interesting thing was this note about Alex Hartman. Seems they wanted to find Jeff Walter, and they even had Mikhail Rosenthal, the owner of Stolberg Steel, with them. So yeah, Eric and Robin came in, like, I don't know if fairly recently is right. It's a large period of time where they could have showed up. But it was after all the shit with Hartman, and he came through here. I know Jeff Walter was well known and even considered a good man, but I think Hartman knew something about Walter that no one was supposed to know. I don't know if they ever found him or what happened to them, unfortunately. Eric.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Right, let's press on. Further into the nightmare. Oh, your boy just remembers things. Your boy just remembers where secret keys are. Oh, my God. I thought that was... I knew there was something. I thought it was another fuse. But a key'll do. A key'll do just fine. Most pogged anyone's ever been about finding a key. Right, here's this bit. I guess we did just need this fuse. Good thing I found it. Quick save before this shit pops off. Yeah, everything looks fine. It's been fairly chill. That floodgate's broken, but whatever. For some reason I can't take a picture of it. Oh, but we need a valve for this. Yeah, that's for later. Shit. And I can't go back. Uh-oh. Think we'll hopefully be okay? Do we want to open these? Oh, fuck. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Time for the pop-off.
I have to get these doors open.
Everything's happening now. Everything's flooded. Everything's fucked. So we need, yeah. The emergency override. To access the flood door control panel, all floodgates must be open. So we need to manually get this open so it doesn't flood. Infra in an aquatic scenario? Yeah! Infra plus Subnautica? That would go crazy. I said this was like my dream game. Subnautica is literally a game I dreamed about existing before it existed, so... that would be incredible, yeah. Makes me think of Soma a bit. Soma might be the closest thing we have to that. Okay, those are open now. Yeah, those are just broken. Oh, Jesus. It's coming down. I don't remember what we do after that, to be honest. Because we have no valves we can use to throw on here. And yeah, you die. We don't have much more time than that. I'll leave that there, but it might be possible for my quick save to slip through there. Yeah, Yeah, maybe there's another valve. It's very soft locky, though, if I'm understanding my need for a valve correctly. Can't break that one off. And that was just the key. I don't remember what that... No, I think I know what that key is for. I think we... Oh, nice. I think we use that key as part of the secret after we do the fuse thing. I think... And there's the door code as well. Obviously, I spent one here to get this open. And I can't go back from there. We can't be soft locked, though. I must be misunderstanding something, somehow. Somewhere. Missed a bunch of shit in here.
Someone should get that fixed.
God damn. I got complacent thinking about trying to find secrets. Didn't find what really matters. The urban decay. Or the industrial, the infrastructural decay. There isn't another valve in here, is there? I would have seen it. There's nowhere for anything to hide. That doesn't open. Okay, time to Google it. I've played this section of the game several times, by the way. You're not even... You know, I had one completed playthrough, but I had started the game a few times before that. Floodgates? Yeah. I always interpret it as Mark is an idiot. He has no business opening those doors. Doesn't know why he's doing it. Does it anyway and gets a ceiling on his head as punishment. And shit's just busted. Okay, what do you... Yeah, okay, that's like the plot logic, but what do you do? Okay, no, that isn't actually help with the puzzle. That's the actual in-universe logic. I'm not looking for that. Oh, no, that's the dead body place. That's not what I want. No. Okay, let me do a different search. I guess tunnel control panel? No. Okay, yeah, I can find a complete walkthrough. There's good Steam guides for this. Just use that. Yeah, I don't know. The puzzles, they do become a bit challenging, even though we're early days. The Bergman tunnels. There we are. Okay. Save the game. You'll now enter a time challenge. Go through the flood door with your fuse. Push the A1 button to start the scenario. Photograph the pipe. Photograph the ceiling. Turn the 2 B-gate valves. Oh, I think I was just standing in the wrong place. It's a little bit dumb. I gotta give my favorite game a little bit of shit. I think you just need to not be standing under the rubble, and then it opens. It just only opens after that point for some reason. Bit strange. Okay, save there before we're locked in. Then we press this. Get ready with our camera. We'll turn these, then we'll stand over here. So not under where the rubble's gonna come down. Indie jank. Yeah. You gotta give them a little bit of a break. Small Finnish game dev making peak. They can't be perfect. Yeah, I guess, I don't know. Something with the system for the flood door control panel requires you to wait a little bit. Maybe there's some kind of sensor downstream that detects the increased flow rate or something, so it takes time, or... God if I know. Okay, now I'm gonna stand here. Safely. Wait. You can see all the cracks above you. It's what you get for standing under a ceiling that's obviously telegraphed to collapse on you. It is weird, though, to have a puzzle where you kind of just gotta wait, and there's nothing that it seems like you can do. I think maybe we get a picture of this ceiling unless we already got it with that first picture. I'm not sure. Oh, those fall down. Yeah. And a bunch more rubble. Ah, but it's open. Okay. So, do I need to insert that code now, or is that a later thing? This might be where we insert the code. No. But I realized I didn't know what... Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, that wasn't paused? I guess that wasn't paused. Fuck. Well, I didn't specifically find out what this code was. Like, naturally. But we know what it is. It's the first time we've needed to enter a 4-digit code. So you know what it is. I'll wait by this. Yeah, I think that's... I don't know if we're taking a picture of the ceiling, or I think it's the broken floodgate that triggers this, that we take a picture of, and then the pipe that is all leaky. And then when the ceiling comes down, shit, we get the picture of the ceiling. Okay. Though the door control panel only actually opens after these floodgates have failed, but I guess the override is still technically applied. Okay, now we wait again. I'm gonna save. Because I think we're good. We should be good. We've got the fuse, we know the code. We know both codes. And yeah, after we leave, these tunnels are just gonna completely flood. Probably, given the pipes are like that. And things might collapse even more than we see them too, once we're gone. Not yet. When it collapses more. I'm patiently waiting. Saving again. So we could get a picture of that, not the roof. Okay, now? Yeah, now. 0, 4, 5, 1. What else would it be? We go.
That was way too close.
Oh. Okay. There you go, damn. So, Oh, yes, okay. I think the key that we picked up opens this door. Now we're here. I'm not sure where the fuse goes. Hans, I hope you haven't forgotten the code I gave you. I talked to some guy at the pumping station. He told me not to go in there. He also mentioned that he's been exploring the tunnel. Apparently there's a cave full of green mushrooms somewhere. We should go find it. I'm going in to see if this tunnel's safe or not. It's probably fine though, so meet me inside. It's probably fine. There's the code. Oh, there you go. We'll see where it connects to. It needs a fuse. Okay. Fuse, and then, what was it, 4027? Was that it? Music's still playing. Do not need it to. Yeah, 4027. Okay. Sort my tabs back out. There we go. We're gonna save before we do this. 4027. Okay. Okay. Into a new map. Again, this is not the route of progression. Oh, I did not do this. I didn't do this last time. So I never showed you this. Oh, that's great. Door closed behind me. Doors don't do that in this game. By the way. Flashlight is not doing me much good. But yeah, the map said don't go here. They were talking about urban legends. And that guy just went in and was like, I'll probably be fine. And, well, we don't know. Maybe he was heard from again. Maybe. Maybe. I'm just gonna look down. I don't like it here. I remember this scared the shit out of me the first time, too, when I did it in my original playthrough. It's fine. Doesn't matter that there's unique ambience. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that there's unique ambience playing. Everything's fine. It's just a particularly long tunnel. There's no reason for anything to be behind me. There's no reason why that would happen. No. This is normal. It's just dark in here is all. My flashlight is weak and bad anyway. Don't look down. It won't change what's behind you waiting for you to turn. No, there's nothing. Why would there be anything? The door closed behind us. It's probably just some kind of automatic safety system or something, you know? I don't like the sounds I'm hearing. Really don't like the sounds I'm hearing. I don't remember if I have to turn around or not. So I'm actually... Oh, fuck! Jesus fucking Christ. Thank you, Morco. I think that was Morco. I think that's the name of that thing. Oh, fuck, that got me. I didn't know. I didn't know if it was going to be behind me or not. Oh. Okay. It doesn't game over you. I thought it did. So we were able to canonically meet him and press on. Ugh. Where are we?
That's 6 packs of flashlight batteries.
That's 6 packs of flashlight batteries.
Flashlight batteries now.
Some good-ass fluorescent bulbs. Yeah, we got deposited. Are we out? I think... Are we out? Where are we? We in the next area? I think we're in the next area.
Do that?
I think this is where we would have ended up. I think it's like back this way is where you come from normally.
Like that.
Morco's the Finnish word for the bogeyman. Oh, yeah. So yeah, that's Morco. I think he has like a Steam emote. You can get with like Steam points or something. But yeah, that's Morco. There may be more lore surrounding Morco. There's a fragment, a taste of paranormal element for you.
That'll be expensive.
I think I'm going backwards right now. I hope I am. Yeah, it's gotta be. The tunnels I was just looking at. Yeah, this place. We definitely left this more fucked than we started. So yeah, that's one way. So basically all we missed, I think, was a little bit of an elevator ride. And then just going through those vents to get here. Yeah, sparing the wholesome repairman and gifting him supplies. Yeah, maybe he's not that bad of a guy, to be honest. Like, perhaps the other guy that came through was murdered and eaten by Morco. Because his intentions there were impure, looking for glowing mushrooms. And the glowing mushrooms are... I feel like I say this about literally everything, but the glowing mushrooms are a through line and subplot of this game. We will be seeing and hearing more of those. There's another Easter egg in this area, by the way. Means there's depictions of them around. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about, and I know exactly where it is. We will be finding that. Another flow monitor.
The water company should pay me for this.
They really should. Okay, let's follow this pipe. Like back-to-back Easter eggs, basically, with what we're about to do. This one I think I did in the stream playthrough. Aha! Check it out.
That's 6 packs of camera batteries.
Inspired by Interloper graphics. I guess it's certainly that style of horror. Like Source Engine horror is a beast unto itself. Good or bad. That's a lot of text. Robin, I know you must think I hate you. You make a lot of mistakes and have a short temper, and I tend to give you a hard time about it. But I just wanted you to know that I think you're alright. No hard feelings, right? I mean, we've probably spent more time arguing than actually working. But we've had fun too, haven't we? Remember that one time when we ate those mushrooms? Good times. Anyway, the reason I'm telling you this now is because I'll be retiring soon. I know it may not be the best timing, and you're probably pretty pissed about hearing this. It sucks leaving you to work in this cold tunnel alone, but I'm getting old. I'm sure you'll understand. Promise me you'll keep this tunnel working. You know how important the tunnel is to Stolberg, even though no one seems to really care about its condition anymore. They get the water from the tunnel, but they don't give a shit about the shape it's in. But you and I know this tunnel better than anyone. That's why we have to tell someone who actually cares about this place. I know you have your gripes with that power plant guy, and he's always giving you shit about your past mistakes, but you need to work things out with him, because he's the one taking care of that power plant. That's important too, you know? I hope you'll understand, and don't worry, I'll come visit you sometimes. They're talking about Hartman like he's still around running the plant. I'm a little confused about that, but yeah. I guess that was probably their last contact before he retired. And then maybe he went and died, and Robin found him. But surely, if he retired, he wouldn't just go to that shack. That's like a workplace thing. Maybe. Unless Robin murdered him. Genuine possibility. Anyway, we got a can opener. Let's get to work. Finally, we can partake of Osmo Olut. It truly is the world's strongest beer. One Osmo Olut does this to you. The beer room. Okay, we're fine. And we did not walk into the drink. That's why you don't fuck with Osmo Olut. That stuff messes you up. Again, one Osmo Olut did that to us. And there is such a... Like, it's like fucking Coca-Cola. It's got that much of a presence in the public consciousness. And people got Osmo Olut posters. That one guy at the office had it for his fucking OS. Like, you can't imagine how much of that shit people are consuming. And it does that to you. Yeah, that's what I'm not 100%. I have no idea. But that could be Eric. The dead body that we found. I hope it isn't. As I've said, we'll hear plenty more about Eric. Oh, not about Eric. Plenty more about Robin. So we'll see. We'll see if we can piece it together at all. The police have been notified, so hopefully the truth will out one way or the other.
5 packs of batteries left.
You remember when I said this whole area's environment reminded me of Portal, like old, well, I guess this isn't so much old Aperture as like the dilapidated test chambers at the start of Portal 2, but Portal 2, right? Extremely Portal 2. Very Portal Revolution as well, actually.
That makes 8 packs of flashlight batteries.
The main character in Animal Well is confirmed by a dev to be a Mexican jumping bean. Oh! Good info. I didn't know that. Cool. That answers one mystery. Raft is ready for another delivery for the distributors of the open sewer, leaving for the long and dangerous journey when the raft can be fully loaded. And that's just how much, I guess, everyone individually has sent along. Yeah, we're still on the path of the moonshine. See, there's so many subplots. There's Eric and Robin. There's the
9 packs of flashlight
moonshine operation. There's the Hartman, Zanderberg, Walter, like, main plot. And then there's just whatever, you know, what Mark is doing in the moment, plus any other little stuff we stumble onto. This bit's already with the raft. Next time you make a delivery, don't trust that idiot Matt with distribution. He's already in great debt to us. Yes, that is the same guy who ruined my logging business. Yeah, the logging guys became the moonshine guys. That's what happened to them after they shut down. No wonder he now lives in open sewer. He deserved it.
Interesting.
Flashback to a screenshot of a similar place in Compound Fracture. Yeah. And yeah, remember when they said, like, you know, take all the product to the sauna? This is it. This is the sauna. That's what they were talking about. Oh, something here. Oh, I don't know if I knew about this one. Oh, shit. Moonshinery. So, yeah, we can see the dam. Oh, I guess if you... Yeah, you can see that first moonshinery. It says fuckers next to them. But you can actually... This actually tells you where that is. Did I miss some? There's like 2 additional moonshineries listed between the dam and the tunnel entrance. Yeah, there's the sawmill. Yeah, there's the sauna, which is where we are now. You are here. Thigh gap. See, there's mushrooms down the way. And there's open sewer. Yeah. Cool. I don't know if I knew about that one.
Fascinating.
No matter how many times I play this, I find something new. So, yeah, I don't think there's anything to see up here. That's fucked, though, obviously. Should take a picture of that. Ow. Have a quick look around. Okay. Let's save and hop on. Time for raft gameplay. This bit's always a bit nerve-wracking. Plenty to photograph, though. It's like a rail shooter segment. But with camera. Speaking of camera, you know what I should play is Dead Rising. Gotta get around to that. Like, I've mentioned a lot that I've been doing a bunch of VR chat stuff over the past few months. And, like... Ooh. I've been, you know, practicing my photography there. And I swear to God, every time I take a photo, I see, like, the Dead Rising 1... like, horror, erotica pop up in my mind. My mind's eye. What was the soundtrack here? Reminds me of some of the underground music in the Jack series. Yeah, they got a pretty good soundtrack. Never really paid that much attention to it until I was picking out a song for the stream intro today. But there's, I think it was an Infra wiki, some kind of wiki, that had all the tracks listed, like their exact file names, when they play during the story, like what maps they play on. The exact kind of information I want to find when I'm looking up a song to play for a stream intro. I was very happy about that. Probably inspired by, like, the Half-Life wiki, because I've seen similar stuff there. Whichever wiki I was looking at whenever I was last doing actual Half-Life 2 stuff. Yeah, it's not too tough of a sequence. You just got to stay on top of it. And I mean, I've just been doing it without saying anything, but you steer by just walking to the edge. It's very funky doing this in Source Engine, but they made it work. It's seemingly, I mean, I'm experienced, but it's seemingly forgiving enough that you can do this and have it work. Okay. We're gonna get through these gates. There's so much, you know, going on the side here. There's potentially so much more that we could be exploring if we were able to go through that way, but we are here to take photos of issues with the tunnels, so really, to do our job as best as possible, we should be going through those, but... Shortcut. I mean, we know it's fucked. Like, the whole collapse sequence is enough to tell us, like, the tunnel... I don't know if any water's even going to be flowing through. If it is, it's going to be badly fucked up, you would think. But we're about to hit a treatment plant anyway. But it's not good down here. Like, you can't even get through anymore. It's to the point where, like... We already need to deploy the maximum amount of resources in response to the issue. What's the point of even looking any further? Yeah, a lot of these bits where you're just kind of waiting, though. But I guess that's also realistic. I mean, they're trying to communicate the distance traveled. We can't just go everywhere on foot. We are going to go most of everywhere on foot, but this lets us cover some distance. Because I think we should still be going north, right? Unless we... No, yeah. Because we could see the way we came in when we were in the main tunnel area originally. And we've kept... Yeah, we should have kept going in that direction. Unless there's, like... I don't think there's a second tunnel. Like, we're not going backwards, I don't think. The only thing is... I'm trying to think of the exact order of things. Because I know we're going this way. We're going to hit the water treatment plant. Although, no, I think we could... I think we're going south. No, I think we are going south. We've been going south. Uh-oh. Oh, I crashed! Good thing I quick saved. God damn. I feel like this happened before. I feel like that's not a one-time thing. But no, I think we are going south because all the maps we've seen of the area that we've been in have been, have had where we've came from at the top. That's got to be north. So we are going south. Yeah. Only reason I say so, only reason I was thinking about it, is because we saw on the map initially that Stolberg Steel is like way south of the dam and surroundings, and we're going to end up at the steel plant, I think, in the next chapter after this one. So yeah, that works out. We're kind of starting out in the middle of nowhere, going to Stolberg Steel, then we kind of end up in the greater Stolberg in the sea, and then eventually make our way back to the office, pretty much. Because like we were sent out to look at the dam and the tunnels and the surrounding like infrastructure. So pretty soon we're gonna get to the point where we've literally done everything we were sent out to do. And like the entire rest of the game is gonna be us trying to get back to the office. There's those glowing mushrooms, which presumably they're using to make the moonshine. Like these things are mega toxic, but probably get you high as hell. People do consume these recreationally. That's why the guy who went into the Morco tunnel, was going in there despite the danger, because he heard there were mushrooms there. I assume the mushrooms will also show up in Obenzau whenever I get around to playing that. Yeah, Mark damn well better get a raise or just some, like, immediate big payoff.
Still 4 packs left.
For the work. Oh, God. Oh, this is where I always fuck up. Oh, no. Oh. But yeah, not only, like, we've been fixing the flow monitors, we've been, turning generators and shit back on. Fixing everything we see along the way. Not to mention the amount of danger we've been put in now. The tunnel collapse is the first big moment that's like that, where your life is at risk. You can die. We've been in areas with electrified flooring. I guess the dam was pretty bad for that. And that power room in the sawmill, too. So already there's been a lot. But I guess in those cases, it wasn't so much of a ticking clock thing. Like, urgent, you're about to die. There's a bear with mushrooms on him. But regardless, that's, like, the tip of the fucking iceberg. By the end of this game, Mark is gonna have gone through enough shit to warrant, effectively... you would hope he would... I'm gonna die. You would hope he would be paid enough money to live comfortably for the entire rest of his life. Oh, I guess... Oh, shit. Might have been a bad quick save. Can I go to the right safely? Or is this a dead end where I die? Oh, no. No, that's clearable. No problem, then. Let's just... Yeah, really... Uh-oh. This might be tight. I might not make it. It's not looking good. Oh, fuck me. Okay. I still think we do it that way. We just have to go immediately. This bit's a little bit annoying. Hazard assessment and danger compensation pay. Yeah, like danger compensation pay of like $5 trillion. Gonna be risking life and limb like every 5 minutes. Not to mention overtime. Because again, it's gonna be nighttime eventually. I don't know what Mark's hours are, but they can't be this much. As much as we're gonna see anyway. But now we're fine. Still daylight. We probably left, in the morning. Did have clocks in the office. I didn't check what time it was. It's probably like coming up on midday. Certainly looks like it. Here's where I get off. Oh, what? No! I thought that is where you get off, right? Gonna hop off here. There you go. I was just a bit too far back on the fucking thing. God damn. Okay, glad that bit's over. I'm never really looking forward to that part, to be honest. Yeah, this place is gorgeous. Again, the whole Portal 2 thing. But the fact that you're... I've probably made this comparison when I played it before, but it very much gives Half-Life 1 rather than Half-Life 2 for me. Because it very quickly gets to the point where the game stops being about... I mean, Half-Life 1 has more of this, but it comes to the point of... You're not here for your job anymore. You're here to fucking get out alive. And, like, you know, not die, just fucking leave, get out. But so many things get in your way and prevent you from leaving. And there's so many moments where you're so close. Like, which chapter is it in Half-Life 1? Surface tension? You get up to the surface for the first time and you're immediately getting bombarded by HECU. It's that kind of thing. You don't get bombarded in this game. Spoilers. But, you know, in a similar way, circumstances make it such that you've got it. Like, there is an exact moment, and I got to that point on my previous playthrough, so I'll just say it. But when you get to the metro station, you're so fucking close, but the strike's on. And everything's locked up and you can't leave, so you have to go into the fucking tunnels again. Shit like that.
Be careful not to go too deep.
It's such a vibe being so close, because we're still in, like, abandoned industrial, like, complexes at this point. No one is here. There could be urbexes and, you know, lone weirdos out in places like this, but you wouldn't expect to see anyone. There's no guarantee. You couldn't go up to someone and be like, hey, could you, like, give me a ride to get me out of here? Or just open this door so I can leave? But you get to that point, and you see people walking outside, and you still can't go. Maybe some cranberry pie. Sounds nice. This alright? Yeah. But the MC would love some pie. Oh, yeah. It would be a very comfy spot for, like, a picnic. I would kill for a picnic here. The sounds of the flowing water. It probably wouldn't smell too nice. But I'd still want to be here. I'd eat a nice sandwich or a pie in a place like this. Right, this panel. This can only be used when the generators are turned on. We got a new version of this piece of shit. It's way better. Oh, the flood doors alarm control panel. Oh! It's the panel we had to wait for. And it's this, I guess. This is the upgraded version of what we had to deal with during the tunnel collapse sequence. That's funny. Nothing else in here by the looks of it. Oh, wait.
I have 5 packs of camera batteries now.
Staying on top of the bats.
Still 8 packs of batteries left.
Nice. Experiences that make you remember the value of life. Now you're green. Congratulations on being green. Can I climb up this? Oh, yes we can. Conveniently removed railing. Very peaceful music for this bit too. Fuck. Fucking green lit up exit, no door handle. Sunlight purified me. Makes sense? I think we can get in there. Real question is, what the hell's going on with Genshin Impact fandom? I can't possibly imagine. It's so far away from anything I would care about. I played a bit of Genshin when it was new, just because it was free, but otherwise it's just a gacha game, and I don't play those because they're not worth the time even spent thinking about. Wait, this is JK again. This is the guy with the heart problems, isn't it? It is. It's the same initials, but this is 93. This is 10 years before his heart problems. Again, through line. Wait, Robin mentioned. But this isn't Eric. This is a different guy. I guess they had a third friend, and that was JK, who probably died of heart issues because it was just Robin and Eric alone in the tunnels for so long. And yeah, I'm briefly skimming the text on the right. Eric and Robin mentioned. So nothing new. Generator G2's broken. Robin's breaking things again. Trying to fix G2. Fixed it. Robin did it again. They're closing this place down. So apparently Eric had written plenty of instructions for Robin, but he just ignored everything as always. I have no doubt that the accident with the G2 that sent Eric to the hospital was caused by Robin's idiocy. He's always breaking stuff and ignoring safety regulations. Now he's pissed off and even more dangerous after I confronted him about my suspicions. They're definitely closing this place down soon. Just glad I won't have to put up with Robin's reckless behavior anymore. Yeah, so he went on to probably check in on that first water plant and maybe some other places and didn't have to deal with Robin anymore. But there was an accident that injured Eric. Maybe had something to do with his retirement. Maybe he would have stayed on longer if he hadn't been hurt. God only knows. I think Markiplier can play live-action Metro Man. I guess. He looks like him. I haven't really watched Markiplier in a very long time. And I didn't very much, even when I had. So, but, I mean, yeah. That's the meme, is that he looks like that, yeah. I think downstairs is down to the Jennies. Oh, I know what's up here. Oh, shit. Can't go out this way. But I do know... Again, look, so close to just being able to leave. But no, it's denied to you. Let's search out this floor first. I know there is an upstairs bit, which has something we talked about. You? Does that say you? You. Count the vocal minority online more easily. Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't give too much credence to the opinions of stupid people. It's mental and emotional energy that doesn't need to be spent. Heard Iron Lung was nice. I've heard it was good. I've heard it was too long, but good. I haven't watched it. I don't intend to. I like... apparently, it like, fills in more lore and stuff, which is not really what I wanted. Again, I was not interested in an adaptation of Iron Lung in the first place. I think it is a good experience on its own. It raises a bunch of questions and doesn't answer them. Just enough to kind of leave you thinking about the setting and leave implied room around the events of the game. I do not need any more information about the universe of Iron Lung. Like, I'm good. I did not want any more. Thanks. Eric was injured yesterday because something went wrong with generator G2. Parts of the ceiling collapsed over Eric. He's in the hospital now. We could have fixed G2, but they're closing this place down permanently. Don't turn on generator G2. We have the opportunity to fuck up. But if you're paying attention, you won't.
That's 6 packs of camera batteries.
Nice. And this is out on the other side. And that's, I think, the 4th and final flow monitor. Could get over to that elevator if every walkway wasn't busted. Oh, is this the upstairs bit? Yeah, this is it. With work with the devs on the extra stuff? I would assume so. They've mentioned it was a test game. If reception was good, they wanted to show off more of the setting. I'd be okay with it in the context of a game, but as an adaptation of the game, I don't care. Hi, Morco! It's Morco, and now I've shown you Morco. You know that's what Morco looks like. We got that fucking, like, audio sting when you come in here, too. What an amazing game. And again, so close to just being able to get out. So, someone else saw Morco and got away, but maybe Morco just doesn't kill people, because he didn't kill us. I was under the assumption that, he gets you when you die, and then you get sent back to your last save, but no. Ooh! Gate key. God, this place is screwed. Barely even tell what it used to be. Some I Am Legend shit. There's just a tree growing out of this place. Must have been abandoned for years, then. Game's 20 minutes. The film likely has a few things that just didn't make it into the OG. It's like, yeah, I'm good. Like, I'm just not... I mean, you know me. I don't like adaptations of things at all. There are exceptions, because things can just be good, but generally they aren't, so my default position is don't care. Right, let's get downstairs, see if we can turn a generator on, not the one that kills you. I don't remember if you can survive turning G2 on, but it does drop the ceiling on you. which I think does create like another thing you can take a picture of. Oh, they're doing some beer distillery down here or something. God only knows. But I think in cases like that, you can create more things to photograph, but you get like, there's like a bad sound effect for doing something bad, I think. And you cause that, and you don't want that.
Someone should get that fixed.
So it's just G2. G2 is the issue. The others should be alright. That we need to have some Jennies on for, I think. So just G1. G3 and G4 should be enough. Just not G2. Not yet. Ah, only one generator can be overridden, so override G2. Okay, so all of them need to read as being on for the whole system to activate, but we can override G2.
That should do it.
There you go, and that's the good solution. Oh, now we can get the flow controller. Or flow monitor. It doesn't control the flow. So much garbage here. And mushrooms. Oh, that elevator does work. Don't know if we get anything for going up there. 'Cause it's just that walkway, right? Oh no, there's a door. I'll have a look at the door. Let's fix this first. Ooh, not beer. Septi Max. Ooh.
How many of these things are there? 7 packs of camera batteries now.
Piling up. Oh, wait, what? Oh, the elevator broke. I mean, of course it did. Remember what game we're playing here. The elevators don't work. Can I at least take that ladder? Doesn't look like it. That door have a handle? It does. It looks like. Can't mantle onto anything here. There's no crouch jumping. Hence why there's need for mantling. Okay, might be nothing then. But at least it created a photo spot. Disgusting. Yeah. I don't want to drink anything that makes me think of, like, sepsis. But I think that's the idea. That is the jork. But okay, now that terminal up top should be working. So I think we can open doors with that. Here we are. Time to learn how to operate this thing. 1.2. Bergman Co. Systems on, warnings 2. What are our warnings? Flood doors, red button, alarm, off, green button. Reset doors. Okay. The A1 and B4 are still fucked, but we did open a door. Can't be turned off. Error 102. Great. Can't operate the alarm. Can't get to the system settings. What a great system they have here. Turn lights green. Okay. How about our warnings now? Yeah, those doors are still fucked, but that's okay. Okay. That seems to be everything we can do with that. Now yeah, that has got it. Oh, can I just... No, that shit's still jammed, but it's green. But now that door's green. That's a little optional thing. As I recall. I think there's mushrooms in there. That's why I was trying the handle on that door earlier, because I knew it would open at some point. And, oh, that needs a valve, but I could probably open it from the other side. That would have been a better way to get back here. Then we can go upstairs. Right, can we? Is there a door up there? I don't remember. Even though it's grown over, you can still open this. I assume this was the door there was the warning about. Yeah, it's just full of mushrooms. And this is the first time we're allowed to actually get close to them and experience their effect. Robin, I just found our green mushrooms in a book. They're actually pretty well documented, and weirdly enough, Stahlberg is pretty much the only place where they can grow. They were actually first discovered while building this tunnel. Now the sewers and other underground places are full of these very poisonous mushrooms. They're known to cause hallucinations, strange behavior, and even death. That's right, hallucinations. I'm grabbing as many of these as I can possibly carry, Eric. So he could have died to mushroom exposure. That could be another cause of death. But yeah, they fuck you up. Also, there's like a hat and some shoes in there. That could be a dead body. For all we know. No idea. Anyway, mushrooms bad. Mushrooms really fucking bad. Right, yeah. There's no door up there. Up. Mark's knees are going to be so fucked up by the end of all this. Going to make him fall so much. Yeah, I think we've done everything important here. We just need to leave. How do we actually... I think we could have just gone. Yeah, because we got out there, but I think that was... Yeah, that wasn't... yeah, I think... I don't know which doors we open. I guess we get this one, which is that good shortcut. Which makes it easier to get to that secret door. But I think you just leave. We just have to go into the tunnels, unless some of the systems here affect the tunnels somehow. The Last of Us comes next. Yeah. I was kind of thinking that when I was... what was I comparing to? So yeah, I might have opened this with the control panel. I don't remember. When we were talking about things to compare to, but I haven't played those games, nor do I have any interest in playing those games. So who even knows? Interesting to think. The roof is all fucked up. Presumably this is originally supposed to be enclosed, even though it looks so natural being opened up like this. But oh well. Probably all the roof fell into the goddamn water and just washed away. Yeah, we probably opened this too. Oh yeah, but there's an alternate way. You can go that way. And do parkour as well. So you can skip that puzzle, I think. As long as you get the key. But I get batteries for doing this.
Flashlight batteries.
I've got 9 flashlight batteries now. Probably reload right now.
8 packs of batteries left.
Yeah, so I think... I don't think that goes anywhere unique. You just have to do a bit of parkour. I think we'll go this way. Unless... Okay, I'm gonna go this way, actually. I mean, either of these routes could have, like, a one-way door that we need to get to the end of the individual route to reach, right? That's my thought. Fuck. Wish there was a sequel. Game's a nice zombie survival experience, among any other things. Yeah, but they never made one. Just one of many franchises that never got any follow-up and just remained fine on its own. Like Pacific Rim and Fooly Cooly. Which I rewatched yesterday, by the way. Fucking fantastic show. Probably been more than, like, 10 years since I last watched that. I definitely have a deeper appreciation for it the second time around. Now that I'm not just seeing it as, ooh, cool robot. I'm actually parsing the themes because I'm not a dumbass kid anymore.
Well, that's gonna be expensive.
But yeah, now it's cool robot and also themes. Maturity and growing up and societal social pressures. Yeah. Yeah, that was one way. And it always ends up here, where they were blasting out some caves.
It's 9 packs of flashlight batteries.
Yeah, it was a good day yesterday. It was free. It's definitely not been as productive as I should be, but I've been having good times. I'm learning... I think I mentioned already, but I'm bit by bit, I guess, kind of learning American Sign Language. Yeah, it is fucking... Oh, there are routes both ways. I'm gonna go back. I'm going back. I have to go back. Because I want to open the doors both ways, even though it doesn't matter. But there might be stuff. You never know. But like VR ASL, I don't know if it's adapted at all from regular... I mean, it obviously would be adapted from actual normal ASL. But learning bits and pieces. Before, I only knew how to say ice cream and burger. And it's hard to demonstrate as is, because, like, the range of motion which my hands can be tracked is really small. I could probably do some of the alphabet, though. I'd have to remember the alphabet. Hold on. I've got a picture. I took a screenshot of, like, a picture that showed the alphabet and how to do it. And there are, like, multiple different ways to say certain letters, so I gotta learn all those. Where is that picture? There it is. Okay. And you sign... You can do... It seems like each sign you can do, like, either way, but you do it... You want to do whichever hand you're, like, dominant with, which for me is my left. So I'm, like, dominant left, so I do stuff with my left, I think. So this is A. It's going to be rough getting the camera-based tracking to actually match. There's A, B, C. It's easier to do C. Oh, what the hell is that hand doing? That's not part of it. This is C. Some of them are easy to remember because they actually do look like the letter in question. This one's easier to do with camera tracking than it is in VR. I can do it with the index controllers, but it's funky. D, hard to control my thumb. I think, like this, you do E like this, but I think you can also just have it like this. That's one of the ones where I know one of the alternates. F is... Oh, this one's going to be hard to track. Come on. This. It's like your hand palm open with your other hand pointing from, like, your pointer finger to your thumb. Back at, like, from... Well, you go, like, pointer finger to thumb. Then G. Hold on. G. H. Hold on. I. K. L. M. You see what I'm going for with M, even though it's hard to track for. It's making an M with your fingers, basically. And then same for N, basically. There you go. I have to... This is not... It's not matching up with what I'm doing in real life, so I have to do the gesture differently to get it to show. Can I do that with M as well? It really doesn't like the back of the hand stuff, though, and it hurts. Because I'm holding it up to the camera and then, like, bending my hands down. O, very easy. P, like a downward peace sign, basically. Q is a single pointer down. R is a complex one, and it's probably not going to work with the camera tracking because I need to cover my dominant hand. But you do, like, the peace sign, and then you do this hand. Like, oh my god. Like, oh. Like, palm over it, and then palm... Oh my god! That's the worst the hand tracking's ever been. Palm over it, and then move it back while closing the hand. Or you can do, like, a crossed finger thing, which I can do with camera tracking, but can't do in VR. But this... I think this is also R. It's a much easier R if you've got, like... If your hands can support it. S is an easy one. It's not going to track well. Probably, but it's just a closed fist drawing an S. T? Oh my god, what the hell? Tracking. Oh my god. Awful. Really straining the system here. Yeah, T, it's a timeout, is T. U is a peace sign doing a U motion. Hold on. There you go. U. Then V is just the peace sign. W is this. Which is much easier because my, like, fingers are facing forward, so the camera can actually track it. X is this, just crossing your pointer fingers together. Y is this, or, yeah, facing forward, I think. Yeah, Y is this. And Z is basically a pointer drawing a Z. And that's the, like, VR adapted ASL alphabet, and I'm trying to memorize that. So I know that. Well, I'm learning the alphabet. I've learned. I need to remind myself of a lot of terms, but I know how to say, like, yes, I understand. No, I don't understand. I know how to say repeat slower. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of ASL for just saying I don't know ASL. But, you know, you got to start there. And I learned, like, how to say the word meaning and, like, how to ask for the meaning of a word in sign. I know that the word for, sign is kind of like this. The tracking's not picking up the best, but, like, the fingers going around each other. That's sign. Oh, Jesus. Tunnel's closed. A new water tunnel is under construction. Keep out. The useful basics. Yeah. I know how to say hello and goodbye, which are very easy. I mean, you can also just wave for that and people will understand, but you do like a single wave like that for hello, and then for goodbye, you kind of open and close your palm kind of quicker than this, but, you know, tracking limitations. You can do that with both as well to say goodbye. But I'm glad at least some of it is sticking with me. I just need to actually study and practice the stuff I already know, and that'll kind of give me what I need to keep going with it. But it's really interesting. It's like a very intuitive, in a sense, intuitive language. Like, you saw how many of those letters are either just you making the shape of the letter with your hands or kind of expressing it in a different way, with it being a non-verbal language. It's very interesting. Fuses. Back on my bullshit with fuses. That's open. Do we have another fuse somewhere? Don't know what these are even doing. Long hallways. Trying to remember if there's anything else I've learned and remembered, and this is where we were, on the other side of this gate. Yeah, I think that's basically it. And some of it I don't remember. Like, oh, shit. Oh, hey, fuse. Right, this is... Yeah, because we're gonna do some dynamite shit in that cave. And I think that blows that open. I'm just gonna go do that. Before because that might just let me access that whole area early without doing that whole thing, and I want to do that whole thing. But yeah, definitely gotta just bulk up on those basics, and probably just start with learning more, like, super basic conversational stuff, I think. But it's real neat. It's real neat. I'm trying to, like, you know, like I've said with, like, burger and ice cream, which are the ones I know, which I can't do very well. But it's kind of like, you kind of like this, imitating the buns, but I don't remember how you do it exactly, but it's like the buns, and then ice cream is just like that, like you're licking ice cream. It makes sense, you know? So it's kind of intuitive and easy to remember a lot of words and terms and stuff. So I appreciate it for that. It's interesting. All right, we got dynamite, baby. Hey, I need you to bring me some dynamite from the tunnel excavation site. Don't ask why. Hartman didn't tell me either. He seems to be on the right track about Zanderberg's whereabouts, though. So let's just do what he says. After you bring me the dynamite, Hartman wants you to get back to spying on Max Kohler. He might know where Jeff Walter is. Sooner or later, he will meet up with Walter. Don't worry. We'll be able to pay you more when everything is done. Eric Kleinman. So who was working with them?
Fascinating.
Who's being given these orders?
That's 9 packs of camera batteries.
I think it's 10 that you max out at, because 20 would be way too crazy, surely. Alright, just sticks of dynamite lying out in the open for anyone to fuck around with. Why not? Yeah, I think this is what Hartman was coming down here for, is he's blowing into some other Walter project using the Bergman tunnels. And, like, the abandoned works. That's no good. That's also no good, but I need more battery.
8 packs of batteries left.
There we go. Beyond that, I don't know. I might have to just look into some, you know, whatever other stuff I can find about ASL. Oh. Are she about to be blowing? I got a sick-ass picture of it. Yeah. We got injured by the blast wave, as you would, probably. Not that I'm a demo expert or anything. And yeah, see? Exactly like I said. So, I don't know if we need access to both sides, or if we can get over to this side from the other side to make progress, or if that whole dynamite bit is skippable. Not like it's hard. I think we're probably going to need to climb on some boxes. Let's have a look-see. Mantling. That door has no handle. Another box over here. Guess we could use these boxes to get up to one of the higher bits. Do I just need one? I just needed one. Yeah, structural integrity in here looks okay. That's bad, though. Just gotta put my, like, structural, infrastructural analysis brain on once per room, just to sweep the place. Need to go any higher? Well, we could, but there's nothing up here. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we could easily get to that side from here, or vice versa. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I didn't even see that. I nearly walked straight into it. Holy shit. That's scary as hell. Actually, oh, there is... Oh, no, look. There is a little impromptu walkway up there made with planks. We do want to get up there. Okay, and that one. There we are. Definitely not safe. Definitely not up to any kind of code. But Mark doesn't give a shit. I mean, he does. I was going to say he's unflappable. That's also not true. He definitely got flapped a little bit during the whole tunnel collapse thing. Yeah. But he's still willing to do it. He won't bitch and moan about it. Except to occasionally say he should be paid more. So I think we can just leave, but we gotta look around. See what's to see. Read the newspaper. 1979. We're going further and further back. Bergman Group begins work on the new freshwater tunnel. Europe's leading underground construction specialist starts boring work of the tunnel. The tunnel system will provide Stolberg with fresh water and house multiple hydroelectric power plants. Completion is expected in 1983. Swiss-based Bergman Group has started the work on Stolberg's new freshwater tunnel system. The new tunnel will run from... Is it Ilanka? Hard to tell. To a new waterworks plant under the city center and will feed enough fresh water from Lake Stolberg to fulfill all demand in Stolberg city area. This new tunnel will fix all the water-related problems in the city, says Eric Kleinman, CEO of the Bergman Group. The new tunnel will also house several hydroelectric plants built by Hammer Valley Hydro, a Stolberg-based hydroelectric company operating Hammer Valley and Two Gorges dams. Greenwater. The new tunnel is a mistake. The tunnel will cause multiple problems. The water level of Lake Stolberg will drop noticeably. Groundwater along the tunnel's path will be affected. It might have serious consequences, says Greenwater spokesperson Daniela Gulbis. Greenwater has opposed the tunnel project right from the beginning, instead proposing that Stolberg should build the new waterworks plant next to the Plowedge River. Something? Encourage citizens to use less water. Yeah. DC-10 crashes in Chicago, killing 273 on board. American Airlines Flight 191 crashed during takeoff from O'Hare Airport in Chicago, United States, leaving 273 dead and 6 injured. The deadliest aviation accident in United States history. No European casualties have been reported so far. Do you need to say that? Eventually, Aperture buys tunnel system. Yeah, we're just going to keep going and going until it is old Aperture. Enjoying covering new secrets. I probably will wrap up soon, 'cause it's nearly 4 hours. But thanks for coming by. Florida executes man with electric chair. John Spenklink, a convicted murderer, becomes the first person to be executed in Florida after the return of capital punishment in 1976. It's raised a lot of controversy. There's one hell of a headline right here, is what that one says. And something about Stolberg FC wins Football League. Good for them. Oh yeah, under the one hell of a headline, it says more about Green War. Yeah, they've opposed the thing right from the start. They just copied and pasted that. Cute.
Interesting.
I'll honestly take, like, repeated text over, like, just lorem ipsum. There has been a tiny bit of lorem ipsum
That
in this
makes
game,
10 packs of batteries.
but there is a lot of very small readable text. I love that kind of shit. You know, stuff like this can be blurry, but it says things in a lot of cases. I think maybe we just access that from the other side. Like the way the route we took. We just decided on the dynamite route. But I guess there's probably no reason to do it. I think. Because, I mean, look over there. I don't see anything readable. I don't see anything that needs to be photographed. So I could act against my impulses and just move on. Because if you want to see both routes, you got to go back. We might not go much further anyway. Right, I remember this whole bit. There's another bit with having to turn stuff on to get that door open. You know what? Yeah, let's call it here. And then maybe I'll feel like taking that other route next time, and we can press on. It's been about 4 hours anyway. Now, I think, compared to first time, I think I got a lot further last time. Because I remember getting to the water treatment plant, which is, I think, the next bit after this, or maybe a little bit further. So, either I've slowed down over the years. I mean, I did spend an amount of time going through the ASL alphabet. But I don't know. I would like to think I took the time to appreciate the environments more, and that I had more to say, because I would like to think I'm better at streaming now. I would hope so. But anyway, yes, we'll call it there for today. And we're going to be back. Yeah, I shouldn't go too long anyway, because we have Dying Light early tomorrow, 1 p.m. UTC. That's what we'll be doing next. And then there'll be more Lost Judgment on Sunday, I think. Is that right? Yes, it is. Okay. So, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, I hope. And until then, I hope you have a very lovely morning, noon, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time of day it might happen to be, wherever you are. And I'll see you around. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye.